because you're watching the game intently and emotionally. So Anthony Davis, people, listen to these numbers now. He averaged 18.3 points per game, shooting 44% from the field. He had 11.5 rebounds, 2.3 blocks per game, 1.3 steals per game against the Denver Nuggets. So he came down, and he's 30. So he came down to 18.3 points per game. Rebounds came down a bit as well. Blocks were good. 2.3 is really, really good for blocking shots. And for a center, a big to have 1.3 steals per game is actually good. He had 3.8 assists per game. So maybe the criticisms of Anthony Davis, you're right to criticize him because LeBron averaged 27 points per game in the series. And he came down all the way to 18 points per game, shooting 44% from the field, which by a center that we think is an elite center is not great. And as I said, sorry, listeners, this is not Anthony Davis. This is Tim Duncan from the 2007 NBA Finals. My bad, people. So this is not Anthony Davis, people. This is Tim Duncan from the 2007 NBA Finals, which Spurs won. So Tim Duncan, who they say is the greatest power forward of all time, averaged 18 points per game, 11 rebounds per game, 2.3 steals per game, 1.3 blocks per game. Now, this is Anthony Davis against Nikola Jokic. 26.8 points per game, 14 rebounds per game, 2.8 blocks per game, 1.3 steals per game, shooting 49% from the field. So Anthony Davis against the Denver Nuggets was much better than Tim Duncan in the 2007 NBA Finals. Guess what, Orville? Both were 30 years old. Yeah. So we get the same age. But now go give when I'm done, I'm old or whatever. So Anthony Davis, 30 years old now. Tim Duncan in 2007 was 30. Anthony Davis, who is yellow belly, not a heart, not a character, flop against the Denver Nuggets, was much better than Tim Duncan, who claims are the greatest of all time in the NBA Finals in 2007.
Let me tell you what they'll say. 2007, Spurs would have played against LeBron and the Cavaliers.
Yes.
Which was not a team expected to test them.
There you go.
Duncan, therefore, they would argue, didn't need to do anything more than what he did.
No, he averaged 40%, 44% from the field. Yeah. So he wasn't efficient. He wasn't all that efficient. So
they'll tell you. I'm not saying it's a great argument. I'll tell you what they'll tell you. That he did what was required of his team to beat a young LeBron and because he got swept that series.
Yes.
We never need to push him game beyond. They'll tell you that if it was a case of him requiring to do more, he probably would.
I don't know why. But he was outplayed by Tony Parker. Tony Parker was finals MVP. So
in that series.
And as I said, he shot 44%. I could understand that argument if he was very efficient. So he was taking less shots and he was efficient. So he was struggling. He struggled in the 2007 NBA Finals, the San Antonio. All right, let's go to 2005 when he was finals MVP.
Yeah.
This is what he did against the Detroit Pistons, who were the defending champion. So great, they could have a little argument there. So let's go to 2005 when he was finals MVP and he was facing defending champions where they needed it. 20 points per game, 14 rebounds per game, 2.1 blocks per game, 0.4 steals per game. So again,
how much did that series end up?
They won the series. I don't remember.
What was the score?
I don't remember the scoreline of the series, but they won because obviously it was finals MVP. So they beat the defending champions. And Anthony Davis again was better than Tim Duncan against Denver and Nikola Jokic than he was against the Detroit Pistons. So I want to stop criticizing them because the Lakers lost. D'Angelo Russell, who was supposed to be the third best scorer, was awful, while the others for the Denver Nuggets were great. When they needed to be, they knocked down big shots and they scored a lot of points. And that was the difference, the major difference in the series. Anthony Davis was great. It was not his fault. And he was a juggernaut on the defensive end, as he usually is. I want to stop it, people.
All right, let's hear how they come back at that. We take the first one now. Is Andre the first caller?
Yeah. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, Andre.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes.
Yeah, Zidane, it is, I'm going to beat you just like what Orville is telling you. You can't make such a comparison because you can't compare numbers like that. It must be in some form of context. Duncan did what he had to do at that point in time. He had enough, you know that he had enough help from his team.
No, man, that is an assumption, my boss.
What?
That he did enough that he needed to do.
Didn't he win the series?
Because his team was better.
Huh?
Because his team was better.
His teammates are better than probably the Lakers' teammates. That is why you cannot compare.
No, that's why you must not blame Anthony Davis, my boss.
So why, of course,
That's
you blame Anthony
no.
Davis.
So okay, Andre. So when Michael Jordan, hold on, Andre. When Michael Jordan scored 63 points,
No.
hold on, my boss. No. I'm going to show you that you're not making any sense, Andre. When Michael Jordan scored 63 points against the Boston Celtics, and somebody said, "Oh, Michael Jordan averaged 30 plus points against Boston and he got swept." And somebody else averaged 20 and 1. They could have done like Michael Jordan did, but they had enough. So it's Michael Jordan's fault. No, Michael Jordan did not have enough help. The support cast for the Lakers was not good enough. Anthony Davis was not the problem in this series. He was great. That's a fact.
No. Looking at Anthony Davis play, Anthony Davis was inconsistent. Anthony Davis probably had
26 points per game over 4 games is not Was LeBron James inconsistent?
20 points.
Was LeBron James inconsistent in the series?
Of course, LeBron James was inconsistent as a scorer. He was not as consistent as he probably could have been.
Brother, you're struggling, the boss. You can't average 26 points per game, 14 rebounds, 2.8 blocks per game, 1.3 steals at the center, and you're inconsistent. No, you can't go say in a basketball, my boss.
Of course, he was not inconsistent.
I don't understand these people. I'm so hard on the radio.
Look here. As a person supposed to be one of the main scorers, you cannot come and play in a conference style as in the 18.
You know what I sound like? I'm on average 60. I'm on average 16 in one test series and get 5 love. I want to say he needed to do more. He was inconsistent when somebody's average 40 and then win the series.
Tell me the four scores that Anthony Davis. The four.
Boss, Anthony Davis had a 40-point game and the Lakers lost, me boss. Game 1, he scored 40 points and the Lakers lost. No, address that in my boss. He scored 40 points in game 1 and the Lakers lost.
No, you are not addressing.
He scored 40 points in a game and the Lakers lost. LeBron scored 40 points the other night and the Lakers lost.
I'm telling you about the obvious. What about the other 2 games when he scored 20 points and 18 points?
Say what? Him score 40 points every game?
No, but you could have scored 28.
But they still lost when he scored 40, so you're going to blame him. When the right thing is on the wall, my boss, the man dropped 40 and Lakers lost the game.
That doesn't take away from
what does that tell you, Andre?
Look here.
We don't understand. Remember, 26 points per game can't be inconsistent, my boss.
What?
26 points per game in a 4-game series.
I don't think anybody could say it's Anthony Davis' fault why they lost.
That's what they're saying. They're blaming him.
But
look here, listen, my argument is that
game 4 he was not as effective as he should have been or could have been.
Exactly. Anthony Davis was inconsistent. You cannot tell me what he scored a 40-point game. In 2 other games he scored 18 and 20 respectively, and tell me that he was inconsistent.
No, my boss.
So he had 40, he had 18 and 20 in games 2 and 3.
In games 3 and 4, I think he had 18 points and I think 20 or 21 points.
Yeah, 21. Yeah, 21 points.
In which game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how you all watch basketball and think, hold on, my boss, let me finish. Let me teach you the game, my boss. Allow me to teach you the game, my boss. Why only look at
a simple word?
All right, Tim Duncan in 2007 was very inconsistent and the Spurs still won.
Why are you going back to 2007? I'm not talking about anybody else right here. I'm talking about Anthony Davis.
Well, I'm saying they all are inconsistent then. No, I'm saying to you, my boss. Let me answer a question, my boss. Basketball is played on both ends. So you can't look at one part of the game and say him scored 21 points. All of a sudden 21 points is not good. So him scored 21 points and that means inconsistent. But you're not looking at the rebounds he's grabbing, the defense he's playing, the blocks he's having, the steals he's having. You can't reason the things, my boss. It is a part of the game and it's needed.
One of the main scorers on the team, Zidane. There's no way Anthony Davis as one of the main scorers should be giving him 18 and 21 points.
No man, 21 points at the highest level is good, my boss.
What is Anthony Davis' average per game?
In the playoffs?
In the playoffs.
I think about 23, 24.
23, 24. I would want you to give me at least your average.
No, but every player in NBA history have games where them come down below them average. Me not hear them say them inconsistent.
Yeah. Anthony Davis has been far too inconsistent. For the caliber player that he is, you should not be giving me 18 and 21 points.
But here's what. I agree, though, you know. I believe that Anthony Davis wasn't as deadly on the the offensive end.
So was LeBron James then.
But I believe that Lakers lost to a team where I play better.
Yeah, but I'm tired of it. And I'm the biggest LeBron James fan. Everybody know that. LeBron James numbers were similar to Anthony Davis in this series. And the series done, and all we hearing about is Anthony Davis, this and Anthony. LeBron was inconsistent as well.
LeBron James gets greater pass for his age.
Okay.
Yeah. LeBron James at this stage, we take what we get.
So the Denver Nuggets was just better then.
I agree.
Yeah.
But the numbers for Anthony Davis in this series was great, my boss. These numbers are not inconsistent over a 4-game period.
Do you know that's what I mean of consistency, boss, man?
Over 4 games, 26 points per game is not inconsistent, my boss. Give me that every day and twice on Sundays.
No, but the man scored 8 and 21. He had a high of 40.
So why 20? Boss, 21 points per game. 21 points. 21 points in our listen to me, boss. Stick to cricket, Andre, because 21 points in our basketball game against the best team in the league is not a poor performance. It's a very good performance, my boss.
That is not the argument, Zidane. The argument is, was he consistent?
When him go up to 40 points, boss, it was an out of this world game. You want to score 40 points every game?
You don't understand the meaning of consistency, man.
You don't understand basketball when you criticize a man who average 26 points per game, 49% from the field, 14 rebounds. You know, so good, my boss.
No, the term I'm arguing.
It's because the man them lose, you know what, cuss the man.
Am I arguing that?
Yes, it's because they lose. If they win, they never would have thought the foolishness.
What is the argument about Zidane? Was Anthony Davis consistent or not?
Yes, he was. In the conference finals this year, 26 points per game is showing consistency. 14 rebounds per game, consistency. 49% from the field, consistency. 2.8 blocks, consistency. We're going to learn sports.
I don't personally. I don't think Davis was good enough offensively for the whole series, but I don't think Davis is the reason why they lost. Davis, for the man who is supposed to be leading the team, because most people will agree that offensively, LeBron James is not the leader of the team again. But he shouldn't be at 38 years old. He shouldn't have to play.
Well, what I want
he shouldn't have to play 48 minutes. Anthony Davis did not do that. LeBron James only played 48 minutes because somebody else was not doing their work in terms of scoring.
Why are we comparing the two, though?
Because
LeBron James chose to play 48 minutes. The coach and him decide that.
Yeah, but me think
so Anthony Davis must come out.
Anthony Davis could have done more.
But what I'm saying, I want you all to don't praise others who were worse. Tim Duncan in 2007 was far worse than Anthony Davis, and he was not criticized. That's the point I'm making.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, quickly. Orville.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you're aware. The manager of the West Indies A team to Bangladesh.
Yes.
He's a person by the name of one Mr. Dwayne Gill.
Uh-huh.
No, here's another blatant example of nepotism in West Indies cricket. You know who Dwayne Gill is?
No.
Dwayne Gill is a director of West Indies, you know. Also the president of the Windward Cricket Board, president of Grenada Cricket Board, and the CEO of the Windward franchise. Here is the director of West Indies, Cricket West Indies, who is now the manager. I don't get it.
Mere coincidence, my boss.
I would love for you to get Dr. Kishore Shallow on the program.
No. So since Dr. Kishore Shallow is in charge, we now have a man from his neck of the woods being the West Indies white ball coach, right?
Right.
And we now have a man from his neck of the woods being manager of a West Indies team, right?
Yeah.
Mere coincidence. You of all persons should be arguing that.
No, what I love for you, this I have vested interest in.
No. I'm saying mere coincidence.
Yeah.
And I'm saying I'm surprised that you
No.
is questioning what one has to do with the other.
What you to do is to get Dr. Kishore Shallow's perspective.
And Dr. Kishore Shallow is going to tell you that he believes Dwayne Gill is the best manager around. That's why I'm having him.
Yeah,
and he's going to tell you that he thinks Sammy is the best coach around. That's why he has it.
That is what I want to know. What does
Andre, you know when you know that you have a great argument going, may I always tell people, give me 6 months and I'll be able to use the argument to prove the points that I was always trying. You are now questioning.
I just want some regarding this.
You are now questioning why the West Indies president is in charge. You're not going to want the comparison. But you of all persons, Andre, I got mere coincidence. That's the answer, my father. Or he thinks Dwayne Gill is the best, and he thinks Darren Sammy is the best. Ha, ha, ha. We'll take a break. We'll come
back. When I got about this now?
What happened to you, missus?
My car broke down and I can't get the parts.
Parts? So you never hear about Dangels? And them are the done at the parts world, you know? Them have parts for Hyundai, Toyota, Nissan, Mitsubishi, Isuzu, Mazda, Subaru, you name it. Them have it.
Visit Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories in Kingston at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Telephone 929-9146 or in Maypen at shop number 10, 1A Chapperton Road. Telephone 986-7142.
AnyBet now offers a third easy, secure, and convenient top-up option for your betting account. Top up wherever, whenever, using your Visa, debit, credit, or MasterCard free of charge to continue gaming. That's right, free of charge. Other top-up options include store deposit and bank transfer. Visit our website for more details. AnyBet reminds you to bet responsibly. What's up, Sports Desk Massive? It's the new and improved. What you say? Can't stop to make a call? Well, you can still add your 2 cents by sending in WhatsApp messages or voice notes to 876-828-0925. What you say? During the Sports Desk, Mondays to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m. Sponsored by BH Paints. Paint it. Love it with BH Paints.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so they have a new award now for the conference finals. Nikola Jokic was named, rightfully so, Western Conference Player of the Series. He averaged 27 points per game over the 4 games. As a scorer, so I guess he was inconsistent. 27 points is not far from 26.8. All right, we go to Omar Williams.
My time?
Yes, Omar.
Incredible Orville, man.
Where you say, Omar?
Why should I not give me a chance to bowl at what? I'm taking you on there, no? Zidane.
Yes.
You remember at the start of the playoffs when Lakers got Memphis, I told you that series supposed to be Lakers won easily.
Mm-hmm.
You remember when it was done between Sacramento and Golden State, I told you that Golden State would have been a better chance for Lakers going through.
Mm-hmm.
You remember when we got Denver, I told you that this is supposed to be Lakers series as well.
Yes.
And what was the changes I told you that I would have made if I was the coach?
I don't remember that part.
Told you that I would have inserted Tristan Thompson, I put Vanderbilt to the bench, and I would have put Dennis Schroeder and put D'Angelo Russell to the bench.
Oh, before this, you would have benched. You said you would have benched D'Angelo Russell before the start of the series.
Yes.
No, I didn't remember that.
Yeah,
I remember you saying that after the first couple of games.
After the first couple of games.
No, you never said that before the start of the series.
Remember me telling someone Tristan Thompson to myself.
Yeah, man. That Tristan Thompson, that was rubbish.
I see the same.
No, but that Tristan Thompson argument is rubbish, my boss. Tristan Thompson can't play in another series and start, my boss. I'm playing a whole heap of minutes against Nikola Jokic.
All right, so listen.
And he offers nothing. He offers nothing on offense, my boss. Really.
And this is why I am so upset now that you're rubbish the argument and this is the point. What Lakers used to beat Lakers' biggest strength in my boss is length, you know. Yes. And body over the opposition best players. True. Because in the first game, Ja Morant was Memphis' best player, right?
So you believe that playing Tristan Thompson would have won Lakers the games? They would have beaten the Nuggets
easily.
You're delusional, my boss.
No man,
if you believe that Tristan Thompson will be the difference against this juggernaut of a Denver team, against Nikola Jokic and Murray and company, you're crazy.
No man. So this was it, Zidane. And I'm sorry I never get the chance to
Omar, stop it, Omar. Give the man, show the man some respect, my boss.
No. Look at this.
Show the Denver Nuggets more respect.
Zidane, be more honest with yourself.
Tristan Thompson would have stopped the Denver Nuggets, my boss.
Zidane, you can give me a chance to talk now, like me that make the point, you never give me a chance.
Talk.
So, because me nothing coaching a rocket science, and I sit in Jamaica and I've seen some things even with Klopp, where I would have changed for Liverpool and I know would have win. And I see this with Darwin as well. If I was a coach going into that series, I would have inserted shooter, like I told you, pick up Murray at full court for me. Tristan Thompson, you mark Nikola Jokic 1-on-1. LeBron and AD, you defend the wing guys so you can help out. There is nothing can stop Lakers from winning that series, my boss. Because what made my point even more, I see Rui Hachimura give Nikola Jokic trouble 1-on-1.
All right, my boss.
Is it that Tristan Thompson is a more elite defender than Rui?
Okay, I hear him.
Well, I tell you, 3 of the games were decided by 6 or less points.
Yeah, it was a very close.
So,
and it was because most of the games that the Lakers lose are because they're not rebounding properly. If I had Tristan Thompson, LeBron James, and AD, most 80% of those rebounds would have gone to Lakers.
I could point to several other little minor factors. Some only for turnovers when necessary.
True.
LeBron James trying to dunk the ball and the farm.
LeBron didn't get called out from game 1 as well.
I don't think Anthony Davis was what we wanted of him offensively.
But
in our team, that depends so highly on him and LeBron James to score. Now, if DeAngelo Russell, Hachimura, and Reeves and these people were doing what they were supposed to do, then there wouldn't be the same premium on Anthony Davis to be.
But this is the thing that you argue now. This is why I'm not gonna argue with I never expect Anthony Davis to come score 40 points every game.
It was unrealistic to ask.
No, man, I'm not asking him to score 40 every
game. No,
because
guess what? He was a defensive man.
And it probably was unfair to ask him.
Very unfair. That's the point.
To be.
So we share that view there. But what
so hold on, Omar. He has to be the best rebounder. And the match Nikola Jokic who there was praising for his rebounding, 14 apiece. He has to be the best rim protector. He has to be a great defender on Nikola Jokic, and then you want him to score 30 points per game. It is unrealistic to ask him to do.
But even though Zidane, this was the point that I made to you, and I said it after they won Game 6 against
D'Angelo Russell, who is a very talented basketball player, who generally averages 17, 18, 19 points per game, average 8 points per game shooting 20. The man should be in prison, my boss.
But Zidane,
D'Angelo Russell.
Zidane, what I blame the Lakers star for, and I blame even LeBron James and AD themselves, because this was one of the reasons why I believe that they would have won the series. They said it in the interview after Game 6 that, listen, we are going to watch back the film of how we beated this team back then in the bubble. What we did, and they said it in the interview after they win Golden State, we use Dwight Howard to disrupt him defensively, and we use AD to attack him offensively.
Yeah, he had better defensive center in 2020 against him.
But you have to go with Tristan Thompson now because...
No, Tristan Thompson not that guy, my boss, anymore. Not that level.
But look at it.
Couldn't stop him, my boss.
So, all right, but you're not ask him to stop him 1-on-1.
No, man, you're harping too much on Tristan. No, man, come on.
No, man, Zidane.
Tristan Thompson, my boss.
All right, what on Zidane? So look at this. If Nikola Jokic playing against Tristan Thompson 1-on-1, I don't know where LeBron and Anthony Davis coming from. You think he would have taken most of them shot there? He must be thinking about LeBron and AD because are two good shot block and duels.
The few little minutes him getting at the game, he could do a job defensive.
Mr. Orville, I see man crash about 2 times.
Like I said, the few minutes that I saw him, it was obvious to me that Tristan Thompson could do a
defensive job. Indeed, needed Orville.
Hold on, and the fact that the game, for example, the last game ended by 2 points. Nuggets won by 2 points.
Yeah,
you could ask, could Tristan Thompson defensively make up for that 2 points?
Let me tell you what the problem would have been there.
Yeah,
he's a liability offensively. He would give you nothing. He would not be guarded. So you'd give up back the points. So this little impact that he might have done, Tristan might have defensively. It means they would have been under less pressure offensively while he's on the court. That is exactly why Vanderbilt, who was great against the other two teams, was not utilized a lot in this series because he was not being guarded.
But even so.
What do you mean even so? So Lakers would score less points. So you're looking at one end of it, but not looking at that. He would have offered nothing. And Lakers' problem in this series was not defense.
Is Lakers one of the best half-court defensive teams since I met the trade, my boss?
No, I'm saying to you, Lakers' biggest problem down the stretch in these games is that they did not have enough scorers. Remember, according to Orville, you can't really stop the great players, which is true, So they're going to score, So you have to find.
They're going to give away some 3 points as well.
No. Down the stretch, it was Anthony Davis, LeBron James, our boss, and that was the problem. On the other end, there were possessions where Murray and Jokic passed up the ball, and Porter came up with big plays. Caldwell Pope came up with big plays, and also the guy from the Nets. I can't remember his name all the while. Jamichael Green. That was the biggest difference in the series. While Hachimura down the stretch was missing, so it was Austin Reeves, LeBron, or AD. While they had 5 people who gave great points and great impact off it.
But you see, if the argument is sound that him is not really a scorer, like although I see make a one dunk from but defensively he could play a role. Whether or not.
The mere clock.
You hear what the man say?
No, may I hear him? No, I don't think he could have stopped. But I'm talking about I'm not talking about Jokic. If you notice, I'm saying defensively, his team lost by 2 points.
Right.
Now I'm saying with Tristan Thompson, who I think is a big harassing body, would he make a difference of 2 points?
Yes.
Tristan Thompson.
I'm not talking about him against any person.
Tristan Thompson was out of contract. He was a free agent. So him done. That's why nobody play for nobody. He was picked up off the street.
Why did the coach play him in game 4 as opposed to the other?
Desperation. Not special. Him done. He no longer have it. He would have not had a minimal nothing impact. So why no other team never have him? Why he wasn't playing anywhere? That's a friend thing because him and LeBron James, LeBron James said we have need some extra bodies, bring him in. He's not that guy, my boss anymore. Stop it on the radio. The man not good, my boss. Boy, you bring in Tristan Thompson. Stop it, Omar. You bramble, my boss. And have influence of it.
No. I'm saying Tristan had 4 points in the 10 minutes that he was on the field. So if he played, he could get me 10 points in the game and defend. I don't think he's as bad on the field as how you feel it sound. He did play for 10 minutes and had 4 points. And when I saw him defensively, he looked the part. Now, we can only guess as to why he would do. I'm not saying he would have to stop joking. But could he make Lakers a better defensive looking team? To be the answer to that is yes. And if him can't get me 4 points in 10 minutes, chances are he could get me 10 in the game. And maybe that would help, providing for the others that didn't have. Anyway, we'll take a break.
Your home is your castle. Fill your house with exceptional home decor from Carmen's Collection. Visit our showroom at 112 Constant Spring Road, Mondays to Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. The time, courtesy of Carmen's Collection, is 1:30.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute. It's sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, Edgechem, Any Bet, at Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill.
Tiger Woods will not compete in next month's US Open as he continues to recover from recent ankle surgery. The 15-time major winner, who is 47, withdrew from the Masters midway last month because of injury. The American had fusion surgery on a bone in his ankle in April to address post-traumatic arthritis from a previous fracture in the joint. The former world number 1 did not participate in last week's PGA Championship, the year's second major. That is Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Call 876-929-9146 and in Maypen. Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Any Bet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly at Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill. Celebrate good food, celebrate good vibes.
Be the envy of neighbors and friends. Fill your house with exceptional home decor from Carmen's Collection, located at 112 Constant Spring Road. Satisfy your desire with stunning and luxurious furnishing and accessories. Visit our showroom at 112 Constant Spring Road. Revel in trending items and immerse yourself in comfort. Pleasure your eyes and senses. Seeing is believing. Open Mondays to Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Carmen's Collection, your place for exceptional decor.
This is your television and radio preacher, Bishop Dr. G.G. Cooper, asking you to join me on KLAS Omega Radio 89.1, 89.9 every Sunday at 6 p.m. for revival time. Enjoy 60 minutes of old-fashioned, Holy Ghost anointed, yoke destroying, burden removing, praise, celebration.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so move on. We have Michael from St. Thomas. Michael from... Oh, you're doing, Michael?
Last time we spoke, I told you that I am a LeBron James fan.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how do you guard the Joker?
I don't think any one man can guard him.
Can I tell you, we were beaten by a better team.
Yes, indeed.
And I was so hurt that I never watched Miami game last night. So I never know how that goes. But I don't know. People fail to look at the facts, and it is what it is. No, the Nuggets was the number one team.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And our team was what?
The number 7th seed.
Okay. So
yes.
I figured we did well.
Yes. Yeah, man. Very. It's an achievement to get this far based on how they started and based on when they got the new players. So to get to the conference finals was big.
Was big. So we could not have done better because we almost
especially
didn't make it.
Especially when you take into consideration that they knocked off the defending champion.
Yes.
Very few people would have bet against.
Could have.
Yeah.
And as you guys say, I believe that the other fringe players should have stepped up.
Yeah.
That guy who normally averaged D'Angelo averaged 18 per game. 8 in the playoffs?
8. So he was less than half.
Short by if the man did even score 6 more, bro.
He didn't have to average
3 more baskets.
There you go. He didn't have to average 18. You could average 12 on Lakers.
Okay.
At efficient them. Yeah, Lakers would have stand a better chance.
There been a lot of overtimes because we get beat by little.
Yeah.
And in that last
5
game,
and 2 and all them something.
Boy, Bridget, it is a pain, but it is what it is, you know. It is what it is, bro.
Yes.
It is what it is. Another thing, Bridget. Oh, everybody want to take on.
In terms of what?
No, man. Everybody want controversial, man. It's like, you know, it's like you can't say nothing that makes sense. Everybody is always saying you're controversial, brother.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes I don't know if that is what makes the program so interesting.
Well, I tell you,
sometimes
my boss,
sometimes really bramble.
They love text. I'm gonna text me right now. Say, "Ma come for me." So they love text me.
Sometimes I don't understand how people think in about. All right, look, you listen, Andre, the first caller this morning.
Yeah.
Now, when Otis Gibson becomes the coach of Yorkshire, and then within no time there were 2 Barbadians on the Yorkshire squad. I said, Andre was one of the persons. And no, they probably rate and just rate Hope and rate whoever the other fellow was. Now, Kishore Shala becomes the president of the West Indies board. He makes a man from his neck of the woods the coach of the West Indies white ball team. And as Andre is telling us, he's making a man from his neck of the woods manager of the West Indies team. And Andre is saying, why we need to look into this. He thought that the Shea Hope thing with Otis Gibson was mere coincidence. But yet he wants us to do almost a what you call him something, you know, an investigative piece as to why a Windward Island president selects a Windward Island coach and a Windward Island manager. But he never batted an eyelid when a Bajan selected or clearly was influential in selecting a Bajan. That is why this program here can't run the way. Well, maybe that is why it is running. Because Andre is one of the brighter callers to the program. You know,
I know.
But even Andre shows you that when he chooses to reason emotionally, he does that just like anybody.
Biases, Orville.
That is
biases.
That is what it is.
Biases.
In the seat, if Andre can question why is Sammy there because Shallow is there, and why is Dwayne Gill there because Shallow is there, why was Andre taking me on when I said Yorkshire never hired a black coach before? And the first time them hire Bajan, we see 2 Bajans up here. He never thought that he thinks that was because Hope can. They think Hope can contribute. Well, clearly, Kishore Shallow think Darren Sammy can contribute. Why he doesn't argue like that? And clearly, he thinks Dwayne Gill from his neck of the woods can be the best manager wherever. Andre, you can't have it both ways.
You remember I said the facts? It is a fact.
There you go.
And the fact speaks for it, for the argument.
There you go. But I'm saying Andre, when he chooses, and I'm sure others, if you should ask the average man whether that take me on over them time, do you think you can say, now that Sammy get the job without even the paper qualification, and it just so happened that the president come from Windward too?
From Windward Islands. All right.
Am I allowed to say, hold on, why is Dwayne Gill the West Indies manager and the president? They will tell you yes, you can wonder. But if it's Shea Hope and Otis Gibson, no, it is merely because of Shea Hope's ability with the bat. A man will average 25 in a cricket. And then they tell me that I'm controversial. Joke.
Me always tell you, say you're back broad. Me no know. We don't like your work, brother. I swear. What it is. Another story. Boy, that match with the Goot and the IPL with Kohli and boy, is Gill that good?
You know, I don't know. I've been spending too much of my nights to watch the basketball.
No, brother, me couldn't take it no more. When me see them carry down 2 and 3, boy, I have to just listen to the results and watch the cricket and squeeze in little basketball.
Yeah.
Because you know when you know your side will get beaten from the first game, me say rotted. It don't look good.
All right,
it
Michael.
Don't look good.
Michael from St. Thomas, keep listening and keep calling your ears, huh?
Bless you, bro.
Bless it. All right, so that's Michael from St. Thomas. So we'll move to Serpy.
Serpy. Yes, Orville.
Yeah, man.
Zidane.
Yes.
I don't know much about basketball, but I know when you shoot a goal or whatever the case, but and free throw. Mm-hmm. Let me ask you something.
Yes.
Who, apart from Yedi, who scored average 27, what is the next score? Is there
AD average 26 and LeBron average 27. So those were the two.
Okay, all right. So the point is, and it's a 4-match series.
Yes.
The first match, Yedi scored 40.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then he averaged 26 to the in the last, right?
Overall, him average 26.
26.
Yes.
So if a man asks you if he's consistent and you say no,
all right.
You think it's a fair assessment?
Right. Let me explain why. In a sports, when somebody's called a player inconsistent, that's not what they mean. They must say the player not good enough. That's what they mean, Because if I score 70 points in game 1 and 50 points in game 2, would you call that player inconsistent over those 2 games? No.
Yeah. No, man. Inconsistent is when you feel as well as succeed.
No, but if you're
inconsistent is when you
not when the score fluctuate. I agree.
Yeah, it's not the fluctuation of
no, exactly.
It's moving from good to not so.
Yes, and I don't agree that 21 points against the best team in the league is a poor performance. I don't agree.
Forget about the best team. What I'm saying, if you reach the top and then coming down, you're not consistent.
Well, Nikola Jokic was inconsistent as well. The best player in the series, according to the experts, was fluctuating. He was inconsistent as well.
What was the difference in Yokola, in Jokic's highest and lowest points?
Let me check it. I'm checking it right as we speak.
Yeah, because that would.
And I'm going to match it. I'm going to match his performance to Anthony Davis.
Yeah, because Jokic never had a 40-point game.
Yeah, he's
exactly, Alvin.
And then did he have a 18-point
so because
game?
Anthony Davis had an out of this world.
No, man, it speaks to consistency. If Jokic, Because the fact that you had 41 game and 18 another game, that means that there's a 22-point drop off.
And you never have so because you never have 40 and you maintain. You have some 23 and well, I mean,
it speaks to it.
All right.
No, it speaks to you not getting to my level in any game that I could get to.
Yeah, that.
Yes.
All right. You mentioned that. And I'm concerned. It's inconsistent. And you mentioned something about cricket, right?
Let me just say one more thing about the Davis argument. Yeah. I remember one game. Zidane, you probably can't remember. One quarter when I think Murray went off.
Yes.
And scored 23 points in that quarter.
Yeah.
And I think between LeBron and AD had less than 23 in that quarter.
Yeah, I think they had
22.
No, I think they had 24. So they had one like more combined.
Yeah. And in that quarter when you go off, you as a Lakers man badly wanted. So sometimes it's not inconsistent throughout a game, you know. Sometimes it's we need you now. And it's a while Nuggets can find that person at all times.
Yeah,
who can take them over the line. Yeah. Neither LeBron or AD could, when it was really needed, take them.
But here I'm to the Lakers now. Anthony Davis has to do a lot for the Lakers. So
defensively.
Don't stretch. Yeah. So while Murray now, he does a lot, but he doesn't do he's not required to do as much as AD. So he's fresher down the stretch. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Arvin. Zidane mentioned about cricket. Let me ask you something, Zidane. A tour, at West Indies touring team, right? It's a 5 innings series, right? 5 tests. That's right? 5 innings. A batsman make 240, 250, aggregate 50, right? Now, him average 55, average 50, and him aggregate 55, 50, right? Because he make 250 in the first innings and he make 4 consecutive ducks. Would you say in performance?
So why you going to the extreme?
No. Because what?
No, but if a man make 4 ducks, that is poor.
You mentioned that, Zidane.
No, but I'm saying
mentioned that.
In that, what you're saying now, a man make 4 ducks. That was
consistent.
He was poor, but those scores were poor, my boss.
No, it's not consistent.
No, in fairness, you're going to the extreme.
You're going to the extreme, my boss. That is not the case here.
Zidane, you mentioned that.
But I agree with you. If a man make 4 ducks, he was poor, my boss, over 4 games out of 5. So that was
all right.
You bramble, Mr. P.
But
you bramble, my boss.
I am consistent, right? You're consistent because you're scoring this year rate from 40 to 26 points something. You're not up to scratch.
You don't understand the basketball. Because 26 in a basketball game against the best in the world is a quality performance.
Okay, so
you can't score 40 every night.
You do it from 40 to 26. And you say,
so if I score 80 and then I move from 80 to 50. Yes, so I'm going to do like you then. So I drop from 80 points in one game to 50. Am I inconsistent?
We're talking about the present.
So me I give my hypothetical. Me score 80 today and score 50 tomorrow. Was I inconsistent? What I mean you want to run from my analogy?
You must talk about the present.
No, you made a brand comment about 4 ducks versus 2 traffic. So me I go to extreme too. We score 100 in the first game and then score 50 in the second game. Me inconsistent as a player. Take your list. But me, we're coming now.
Here's great news for men 40 years or older with an NHF card. The PSA test for prostate cancer is now a new benefit. Use your NHF card and get a discount of $1,600 for one PSA test each year. Pay less for your PSA test and take charge of your health. Contact NHF for labs accepting NHF card for the PSA test. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
A message from the National Health Fund.
What's up, Sports Desk Massive? It's the new and improved. What you say? Can't stop to make a call. Well, you can still add your 2 cents by sending in WhatsApp messages or voice notes to 876-828-0925. What you say? During the Sports Desk, Mondays to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m. Sponsored by BH Paints. Paint it. Love it with BH Paints.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, back on line. We have Preacher. Preacher, how you doing?
Yeah, good. Greetings.
Good afternoon, Preacher.
Yeah, man. Let me just
pause to big up the Social Development Commission family and those listening from the SDC side. They're starting their T20 cricket competition on Sunday. So we're looking forward to how that will unfold. The biggest T20 thing happening now in Jamaica. So we have to keep our eyes on it, yeah?
I don't think you have to just say T20. It's probably the biggest cricket being played in Jamaica.
Listen, man, y'all try to get me into the heavens right now, man.
All right, sir.
All right, we're talking basketball. Zidane?
Yes.
The Nuggets are the better team. See?
Yes.
They're the number one seed in the West for a reason, right?
Yes.
So we know that the Nuggets should have been considered, and many people they are asleep on the Nuggets. See? But guess what happened? The series, as I tell you before, more than likely would have come down to play are the guards in the series because Jokic and AD were going to be Jokic and AD.
Yes.
LeBron was going to be LeBron. You see, Russell and Schroeder had to play big in this series for the Lakers to stand a chance. You know why? Because the backcourt of the Nuggets with Murray in that backcourt is going to give you big numbers. So you need it to at least, you don't have to be as good as them, but you need it to at least try and compete or play at levels during different games where Russell was giving you his 18 and Schroeder was giving you 17 and 18 to kind of balance out that. That didn't happen in the series. Lakers couldn't have won any of those games without that happening. You see, if them did insert Tristan Thompson and they went bigger, as you said, offensively, they would have in trouble.
Yes.
They will now be playing 4 against 5 basketball.
Yes.
Right? And Nuggets can score from anywhere. Any one of those players on the court could score.
Yeah, they would.
One player.
They would go small and spread the floor against the Lakers.
They would spread the court and kill him.
Preacher, you said that kind of analysis, though. I hear it and it makes sense. But 3 of these 4 games were decided by 6 points or less than a ball. And I'm saying in a lot of these games, there were some unforced things where LeBron James and him friend them do. To say that they couldn't have won.
Yeah, but the Nuggets had some problems as well, and they made mistakes too.
Yeah, turnovers in the games too, unforced errors in the game.
Yes.
So I to say that they couldn't have won.
All right.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
As I said, Tristan Thompson had no team. He wasn't playing for anybody, so he was out of the league. Yeah. They worked him out, and he trained, and then they decided to give him a little contract.
Yeah.
Since Tristan Thompson would have been so impactful against the Nuggets,
no.
Why was he on no team?
Here's what I'm saying.
And why did they brought him? He did not play against Memphis.
No, man, but he
didn't play against Golden State. But all of a sudden,
but the coach now used them in the biggest game
desperation
of the season. And I'm saying, here's
not because
we still want to preach it.
Yes.
Yeah, but they are same way.
Yeah, man. But all I'm saying, could he have made a difference of 2 points?
No.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
You're not gonna know because it never happened.
I don't believe so. The evidence doesn't say so.
You know where the Lakers find themselves in Orville? They found themselves playing against call it a combination of Golden State and Memphis in one team. Golden State were shooting from the outside. See? They couldn't penetrate. They couldn't go inside because they're too small. AD, they have a field day in terms of just protecting the rim. This Denver team could get to the rim. Jokic could get to the rim. Murray could get to the rim. Memphis could not shoot from the outside. See? Memphis were a team that didn't play good half-court basketball. This Denver team can play half-court basketball. So the Lakers were playing against a team that with a combined kind of style of Memphis and Golden State, and Lakers were just not built to beat a team like that right now. They probably could beat a smaller Golden State because they could protect the rim, and they probably could beat a Memphis team without their bigs because Memphis could not physically match them. But this Denver team is a juggernaut, Orville.
I am not. Hold on. I am not saying that they are not a juggernaut, you know.
Yeah, so
but this is a hold on. No. Here,
have the skill sets necessary.
I am not suddenly becoming a Tristan Thompson fan. I'm saying.
Okay, great.
I am saying this juggernaut of a team were down 15 points after the first half. It's the same team, same Lakers. Now I'm saying with a 15-point lead, a very tired LeBron James did absolutely nothing for the third quarter in that.
Yes.
The coach kept him on because the coach was hoping that he would have another burst, which is understandable.
Yes.
Now, I'm saying if for 3 or 4 or 5 of those minutes, remember you came into the third quarter already leading by 15 points.
Yes.
So, as important as it was to score, it was important for LeBron James to get some rest and for you to see if you could stop the hemorrhaging when they were coming back.
Why Tristan and not somebody else?
I don't know who else they have.
Zidane,
But when I saw...
You like the Tristan matchup?
No. When I saw Tristan coming on, he looked as if he could do a job defensively for me.
Better matchup.
No, and it's not against no particular person. I'm saying whoever he was marking, it looks like he could have done a job.
Orville, you know what LeBron was trying to do?
Yes.
LeBron James was trying to will the team to kind of win the game from the first 2 quarters of the game.
Which was fair.
Because Memphis, psychologically, if you are Denver, psychologically, if you down 20,
yes,
against a Lakers team, and you know, say you can go home and close it out, chances are you wouldn't necessarily push as hard, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you as Lakers were up by 20 going into the half, which is why LeBron looked like him, they are pushed so hard, then LeBron could have get their same so they ask him to get. The challenge is, outside of LeBron and AD, nobody else had the ability to get the ball in the hoop as consistently.
I agree. Yes.
So anyway you take it, they were going to be in trouble. Just want to move off of this little bit.
Yes.
Anthony Davis, game 1, 40 points and 12 rebounds. Game 2, 18 and 14. Game 3, 28 and 18. Game 4, 21 and 14. You see, by any standards, if you call those figures to somebody, they will tell you, yo, that brother there play consistent basketball. That's actually damn good.
Of course.
For anybody playing in the NBA.
In the conference finals against the best team.
You know why people are saying it wasn't consistent? Because they're judging AD against AD's expectations, his talent, his abilities, what they know AD is capable of. That's what people judging him against. Not just based on his numbers, but based on his ceiling. In the series, AD had to be doing too much defensively and offensively. So I get the point that is being made about putting in a bigger body to take off some of the pressure off of him defense.
Yeah, man, you have to do. When Nicola is backing down AD, my boss, it's a no contest because AD is, while he's tall, he's very slim.
Exactly.
Yes.
He's not a physically imposing person.
Yes.
He's not than other people. He's not stronger than
and when they brought in Hachimura to guard Nicola, AD kept, that's why he was called for a couple of illegal defense. He kept have to be helping because he knows that Hachimura really can't stop him, so he has to help off him. Plus, when Nicola goes out, AD has to go out with him and then get back, my boss.
But the one thing I'd say though is there are times AD looks out of the game.
Yes,
mentally.
And here's what also, Preacher, it was noticeable from even before the conference final that you were not going to get AD playing the same quality game 2 games in a row.
No, he doesn't play at the same exact level every game.
That doesn't speak to defensive strategies or working hard. It speaks to a man that you have to be wondering about his own physical condition.
And his mental.
And his mental conditioning as well. Because it was at one point, I heard the stats, 33 players in the NBA.
Well, that was not for the series.
No, man, I'm talking all through. And I think in this series, AD's energy level coming into some of these fourth quarters. LeBron James as well, it wasn't up there as much as it should be. I think for a lot of these games, you wonder about them energy level and you wonder about his heart for the final quarter.
Yeah, Anthony Davis he's not the Shaquille O'Neal, he's not the Tim Duncan type of person who is just going to just take this ball and I'm going to score.
So no, if you had done more than you're asking for in a Preacher, you're asking for 30 plus points per game in my boss. Because what exactly he has done is to give you 26 points per game. So the criticism about what he would have not done in the fourth quarter, you basically say you wanted more. So you're asking Anthony Davis, who has never done it, to average 30 plus points per game in our series, my boss. You're asking him to do unrealistic.
That's fair enough.
If you had, for example, if Anthony Davis was playing alongside Draymond Green, who's an excellent defender, then he would have less defense. I'm telling Anthony Davis would have given you more offensively.
Yeah, that's
I agree with that.
That's fair.
The reality is that he had to be doing too much on the defensive side.
Yes.
You can't go wrong.
Because of the juggernaut that Denver is offensively. You know that about 6 players were averaging double figures in this series for Denver? Yes. 5 or 6 players?
Yes.
That's a team that any given point in time, Brown can go off and get 6 or 8 points straight. Murray can go off and get 21 in our quarter. You know what Jokic can do. Caldwell Pope was playing like him rediscover himself.
Caldwell Pope before the trade was shooting 15% from 3.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that was a thing from Caldwell Pope, my boss.
All right.
That's amazing.
Preacher, anything else?
Well, more you talk a little bit more the West Indies youth where them say get banned because of match fixing.
Devon Thomas.
Yeah, because it seems to me that if all of these things are true, this guy is either naive or just him not realize the day and age him live.
Why, I hear some things as a preacher, but I have to confirm them first.
Yeah, well, that's why I say it seems if they are true.
I can leave it at allegations. So Devon Thomas, if you're hearing me, sir,
yeah,
it is alleged.
Yeah,
alleged.
Allegations are that money pass hands, you know.
No, brethren. The money I get some butt up and catch opportunities, you know, because he's playing in almost every league in the world.
But here's one of the things that I'm hearing otherwise. Allegations are again, and I'm not confirming them, was that money may have passed hands, but you know the way you're supposed to do.
Oh Christ! All right, you know what, gentlemen? You know what the people are old. But I'm gonna call back tomorrow. I do some research on the youth, you know, and the case before us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call back and read about it tomorrow.
I'll leave it there.
Big up President Preacher.
Yeah, well, cool.
All right, so we'll take the break, and then we take Wayne right now.
We'll take the break.
Yeah. We're coming after the music.
Here's great news for men 40 years or older with an NHF card. The PSA test for prostate cancer is now a new benefit. Use your NHF card and get a discount of $1,600 for one PSA test each year. Pay less for your PSA test and take charge of your health. Contact NHF for labs accepting NHF card for the PSA test. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
A message from the National Health Fund.
Get customized aluminum windows and doors at Hepburn's Glass Supplies, 13 Chisholm Avenue, Kingston 13. 10 years of experience guarantees satisfaction. Call or WhatsApp 876-773-4799. The time, courtesy of Hepburn's Glass Supplies, is 2 p.m.
Health Alert is sponsored by Bashco, the store that gives you more, and the National Health Fund. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
Clean and disinfect surfaces frequently daily. This includes tables, doorknobs, light switches, countertops, handles, desks, phones, keyboards, toilets, faucets, and sinks. If surfaces are dirty, clean them. Use detergent or soap and water prior to disinfection.
Health Alert is sponsored by Bashco, the store that gives you more, and the National Health Fund. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, time for music now. And we play the first one before we come to our next caller. Brought to you by Color Glow from Edgechem. For people who dream in color. All right, let it go.
Thank you, Lord. You want to hold me, if I your pocket, cause if not Jesus, say me up the pocket full of money. Well, you want to hold me, if I your pocket, cause if not Jesus, say me up the pocket full of money. Do all the time the money in the pocket. Credit card, tell the world me not need it. Me just drop in the grocery basket, and me gonna shop down a supermarket. Well, me don't need no big lump sum. First thing me take up a 2 box of wisdom. Satan kingdom, it must tear down. All who not nash teeth, why you have to nash gum. As a Christian man, I be have sins. Everything more Christians no offense. And to me out there every day get rough and tense. Me just take 2 bucks of patience. We'll tell you this from a step through the door. You know one thing me notice for sure. Them a small, medium, big, and them a big alone. In a me basket, no love for the poor. And tell them say you know want no money to buy your part of grocery. Cause in a Jesus name me have me pocket full of glory. Well, no want no money to buy your part of grocery. Cause in a Jesus name me have me pocket full of glory. All the this it couldn't have any meaning. And it could have been a lonely feeling. And so me see it looking quite appealing. And so me just get some understanding. Christians, this is where me take up the most. Corner to corner and coast to coast. Well, me could have feel the divine force. Because the whole place full of the Holy Ghost. Me cut me eye past the big deep fridge. No want a chicken, me no want a sausage. No want a cornmeal, the wild no porridge. And when me want 2 bags of strength and courage. Well, as me walk down the big center aisle, me see peace and joy does a smile. Me see faith and hope a post for not a pros. So me just pick up a big bumble to go. And tell them say me no want no money to buy your part of grocery. Cause in a Jesus name me have me pocket full of glory. Well, no want no money to buy your part of grocery. Cause in a Jesus name me have me pocket full of glory. Taking me time shopping at me own a case. To pull me basket me now watch no face. When me take off like me running a race. I will be want 2 big bag of grace. And then me fly in the air like a kite. And when me realize this never have no price. When me say thank you Jesus, this must be for me. Me find out salvation free. Every day we face all type of sin. This is the only way we know we can win. I believe I did have everything, but me go hear about prayer. Nothing boy a doesn't tin. Praise and worship are hung by themselves. In a corner, a post on a shelf. And you meet a cool out.
All right, that was the Big Bad Lieutenant Station, brought to you by HKM Paints for people who dream in color. Now it's time for the producers, and that's brought to you by Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. Sean.
Special good afternoon to you, my good friend Zidane Matthews, and special good afternoon to you, Orville Higgins.
Yes, sir.
It's good to know that my prediction came through. And I should have left a broom on your desk, but I forgot the broom though. Some happenings over on the Labor Day. Well, I did predict that the Lakers would have gotten swept, not on air, but myself and Zidane had that discussion from before. But Lakers are a very good team, and they reached the Western Conference Finals, and that's a great thing. They have arguably the best player in the world or ever. That's LeBron James, arguably that is. But the fact is, I'm still a little bit concerned though. And the question goes up, should he retire? Should he give it up? Sometimes as an individual, you play at a certain level. And you think mentally you're going to play at that certain level as you get older. However, your body does not permit that, to be honest. And I think that happened with LeBron, especially in the last game. And there are 2 plays that happened in the last game, the latter part of the game, the last 2 plays in that last minute. And that first, the penultimate play, which he came down and Jokic was standing in front of him, and he passed it out. No, Jokic was on 5 fouls. And I'm saying this once again. I think that LeBron, I'm not a basketball player or coach, but I think, though, someone who's marking you is off the ball and giving you the opportunity to drive towards the basket, who's on 5 fouls, I think that LeBron should have actually driven towards the basket. He did not do that. He passed it out, went around the side, used his energy there, and then took a shot which hit the side of the board. No, that was the first. Decision making though from LeBron, the latter stages of the game, it's a big question sign. He has been a great player throughout his career, and he continues to be great though, because he was certainly great in that first half, leading the Lakers. But as the clock winds down on your life and on your age, the clock winded down on him decision making. And I think though, when you get more, should I say, tired, it affects your thinking, and I think that's what's happening with LeBron. I never thought out the latter stages of the game because they should have won that and not mean a sweep. And everybody's blaming AD, but I'm looking on LeBron, not AD, actually, who I thought made poor decisions at the end that could have easily given the Lakers a victory. That's all I'm saying with that.
Yeah, right. I must say that I was, when I was watching the game with that particular play, and I was saying to somebody, somebody needs to drive at Jokic with 5 fouls, 2 of which were offensive fouls. I never agree with at least one of them neither.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen in basketball a man get 2 offensive fouls back to back. But yeah, I think LeBron James's decision making in the series has not been the greatest.
Late in the game.
Late in the game. You know.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you get tired, decision making.
He shouldn't have to be on the field for 48 minutes.
Too long.
That is too long.
Too long. I think that's what actually hampered his
You
thinking.
can't, and LeBron James, you can't play for 48 minutes. If you have to play for 48 minutes, chances are you're going to lose.
Yeah.
It has been shown that LeBron in the fourth quarter is not the same LeBron. So if you have to play him in the third quarter and give him whole heap of minutes and whole heap of running, you're going to be in trouble for the fourth quarter. Could they have afforded to rest him with a 15-point lead going into the third quarter? Probably.
Yeah, and I think the decision to drop the players to give LeBron
for the last shot.
Yeah,
I agree that they should not have. They was going to triple team LeBron.
Exactly.
They should have had a plan to LeBron James to find somebody else.
Exactly. Somebody's going to be open.
Who?
So anybody. Somebody's
Reeves,
going to be open.
anybody.
Even Reeves was hot.
Reeves was
warm. I should say that.
Yeah.
But give somebody.
Yeah.
Give somebody else.
And then if you give somebody else and they no score.
That's it. I'd rather that, though, to be honest, because you're going to attract persons.
He had two persons.
Nicola was there.
He had two
Gordon was
persons
there, and also Murray
who held on to the ball. And Gordon blocked the shot.
So
and Nicola was right out there.
They were preparing for LeBron James to drive
exactly.
to slash to the basket line.
All right, Sean. Very little I can disagree with you.
All right. That was brought to you by Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard.
All right. Wayne now.
Wayne from Portmore, yes.
Yeah, man. Wagwan.
Where you say?
Big up the Man City fans, them all over earth.
Yes, man.
You know, yeah, man. Zidane, remember me tell us that team I got spotter.
My team?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The team I got spotter, man.
You know that looking at the win that and I made this point long before, you know. Arsenal would not have won the league.
That's a whole heap of Arsenal fan.
Even if Arsenal had beaten West Ham and beaten Southampton,
it almost come down to goal difference.
Yeah, because Man City was winning out. And
yeah.
They rest all their players against Chelsea, still won. Imagine if they had played their players. So once they won out, then Arsenal would always be in trouble. But people would have wanted Arsenal to fight till the end.
Yeah, but for Arsenal to probably end up losing the season, losing the title by 8, 9, 10 points. That after leading by 8.
Leading by 13. Yeah, man.
I mean, up to about 8, 10 games ago, Arsenal were leading by 8 points. You know?
Yeah.
To finish the season, possibly 8 points behind the leaders.
You think if Arsenal was tied with Man City going into the Nottingham Forest game, they would have lost? I think them give up now. So that Nottingham Forest game now is
probably.
Yeah.
Probably. You probably have.
Yeah.
Hey, big up the Coleman over Greater Portmore, yeah, you know. I don't know, man, that me a ball out Nuggets, you know, Nuggets.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Coleman from down at 2 East, man, 53rd way, the man.
Yeah, man.
I hear a ball Nuggets long time.
Yeah, man. Some man try jump on after when the second one, when they realized that they were beaten with feelings, them jump on and that will hear of the Joker. Act as if they were saying that from the start. Not so.
Big up E.T. Thomas, you know, Anthony Mary Thomas. Take a nice little 4-time over the Cayman and Spark them Monday. Let's stop carry race for Monday.
There was racing yesterday?
Yeah.
Monday?
Yeah, man, racing 2 days yesterday, man.
So wasn't it yesterday, Tuesday as well?
Yeah, man, Monday, Tuesday.
So but you brought it yesterday, right?
No, never. You're not racing yesterday neither.
I'm not sure.
I don't know where I go on, but atomical runner left them in the Labor Day trophy, man.
Okay.
Back to farm.
Yes.
You know.
Is who shipping port did I carry for winter race?
I don't remember, I know.
Shipping port talk some things more time, but I saw it go.
No, but I don't know. Probably he got it right. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember who he predicted.
Yeah, he's an honest man, so he'll come and tell us if he got it right or not.
Yeah, man. Big up the show and everyone who had listened and thing, you know. Big up yourself from Nigeria, man. They listen to the program regular and don't even call.
From where?
Down in the jungle, man.
Oh, tell Diggity for call.
Yeah, man. That's up to you, man, them.
All right, Wayne from Overseas.
All right, Wayne.
All right, now we have CC.
1XMBC.
CC, you're live, you know. Mind you say something you mustn't say.
Liar.
Hello? CC. No, CC not serious, man. So move on. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
The phone is on speaker, CC.
We're not hear you, CC.
No, man, just a while ago it was on speaker coming out with for my turn.
Okay.
Coming in just put on my best. Yeah, how many with a very comparing Tim Duncan and
Me not hear it properly.
Oh man.
Can you hear me?
Better.
Yeah, I say they compare Tim Duncan and Nikola Jokic. And I say Anthony Davis.
Okay.
So what I say is really Anthony Davis, who was the best offensive player and the Lakers team this postseason?
Was the best? Who was the best offensive player?
Yeah, in the Nuggets series.
LeBron James.
LeBron James, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then in the 2005 finals with Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan was the best offensive.
I wasn't really comparing AD to Tim Duncan. I was just making the point that Tim Duncan did exactly what he did and the San Antonio Spurs won. Anthony Davis would have done better statistically than that, and the Lakers lost. So don't blame Anthony Davis.
All right. So even though Anthony Davis did better statistically,
yes,
the games that Anthony Davis played in went over 100 points or more. Tim Duncan only one game of that 7-game series. They went 1-4-3, went over 100 points.
Yes.
So if you really look at it,
the opposing team that Tim Duncan faced was not a Denver Nuggets type of team.
In terms of scoring, but neither team was scoring over 100 points. So even though that both Lakers and Nuggets is scoring over 100 points.
What's the point I'm making?
The point I'm making is this.
Hold on, we're coming back.
Whatever sport keeps you active, Western Sports has the largest selection of sporting gear, apparel, and equipment to help you reach and maintain your goal. Whether you're an amateur or a professional, Western Sports has got your sport covered. Visit Western Sports in Kingston, Outaris, or Montego Bay.
Today is the day to push past my limits, escape my comfort zone. I won't live within it. Celtic energy from my mind and body. Be all I can be, the version of me. I won't give up. No, I never stop. Boost me up, boost up, boost me up, boost me up.
One glass of Suppligent has 8 vitamins and minerals and is power-packed with protein to maintain healthy muscle mass. The day is yours. Suppligent boosts you up.
What's up, Sports Desk Massive? It's the new and improved. What you say? Can't stop to make a call? Well, you can still add your 2 cents by sending in WhatsApp messages or voice notes to 876-828-0925. What you say? During the Sports Desk, Mondays to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m. Sponsored by BH Paints. Paint it, love it with BH Paints.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number 1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, CC, back to you.
CC. So you're saying generally teams were scoring less points per game then? That's the point I'm making?
Yeah, the point I'm making is that teams were scoring less points per game. However, Tim Duncan was both the best offensive player and defensive player in his team. In the next team, was also scoring.
In 2007, he was the best offensive player.
2005, man, me attack.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is with Anthony Davis, even though we expect, they're saying we are expecting much of expecting to score more points. Much Dwayne Wade in the 2006 final.
Dwayne
Wade scored 34 points.
Compare man with Dwayne.
No, I'm not saying comparing. I am trying to say to you that even if you are the best defensive player in the team, in terms of offense, we expect from AD. AD went from 40 points per game.
But in 2005, Tim Duncan only averaged 20 points per game.
You know, the playoff series?
In the finals.
In the finals, yes. But he scored the most points in the team, in the series, of both teams. So even though he scored 20 points, he was the leading scorer in the series.
Yeah, but you're not convincing me here because Anthony Davis was the best defender by far for the Lakers, and he averaged 26 points per game.
All right,
I don't know if Tim Duncan could have gotten up to 30 points per game. That's what they're asking for Anthony Davis, you know. They're asking for more offensive, so they're asking on average Anthony Davis give the Lakers 32 points per game. and be the best defender as well.
I don't think persons were necessarily asking that. What I think is this.
No, but that's exactly what they want. They wanted to maintain his high standard defensively. Dominant. He was the best defender in the playoffs. And they also wanted more points from him per game.
All right, listen to what I think those Zidane. Yeah. Anthony Davis had one great game, which he lost in the first game.
Boss, the people want more big games in terms of scoring from AD.
The second game was a mediocre game because he shot 26 from.
But Nikola Jokic scored 34 points in game 1 and come down to 23 in game 2.
Yo, listen to me, I show you now. When Nikola Jokic scored 34 in game 1, Nikola Jokic was shooting at 70%. Nikola Jokic came down to 40-something%.
So you're gonna no. Don't try. No, CC. Nice try. Me said to you, Nikola Jokic in game 1 scored 34 points. He came down in game 2 just like AD.
And I'm saying,
you know why they're not criticizing him? Because Denver won. He said Denver had lost the game. You don't hear them say Nikola Jokic. He has to put up more points per game. You see, and that's what the narrative would have been.
But Zidane, it comes back down to the point I'm saying that.
In game 3, Nikola Jokic scored 24 points. And AD scored 28. So Anthony Davis again hold on, my boss, I'm going to kill you now. Anthony Davis in game 3 outscored Nikola Jokic. And Lakers lost the game. In game 1, the man scored 40 points, outscored Nikola Jokic, and Lakers lost the game.
Look at it like this. Anthony Davis and LeBron James is going up against Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. And then we have Ressa supporting cast. In that game that Nikola Jokic went down, Jamal Murray went up 37. The thing about it is that LeBron James is a much older superstar who cannot give you 30 points per game in a series. So it is on Anthony Davis to be the one who will go into give you 30 points.
What's the lowest points Joker had in one game?
I think it's probably 23.
While
Anthony Davis' lowest was 18.
Anthony Davis had 18 and 21 games.
But Orville, Anthony Davis had 18 shooting 26%. While Joker at 23, Joker was shooting 46%. Yeah. So even though Joker at 23 points,
the difference between Anthony Davis's high and low are wider than the differences between.
By far.
So Nikola Jokic,
and this is purely on the offense.
No, Nikola Jokic was the better player in the series. So that's basically explaining that, and everybody knows that. But I'm just showing you. I was giving you an example that because I agree, Nikola Jokic was obviously better than Anthony Davis, but he came down as well.
But how do you explain? And it's not just today. How do we explain Anthony Davis? When them call it him odd number, outstanding. How do we account for Anthony Davis being so good in one game? So, mediocre by the next game. Then get so good in the other game, then mediocre again. I
didn't say any mediocre game.
But look, he played the second game.
Not talk about the series neither.
The second game was a mediocre game. 18 points with 26% shooting is mediocre.
You're not what I want.
All right, fine. I'll give you the game 2.
Yeah. But look into this.
I'll give you game 2.
Especially coming. You see, game 2, 18 points with 26 shooting now looks bad coming from 40.
The shooting percentage.
From 40 with 60% shooting.
The 26% from the field. If he scored 18 points and was averaging 50%, you could have said at least he was efficient. He never get the ball now. But 26 from the field.
Had a bad
and then the next thing to Zidane, when Nikola Jokic came down to 23, he had 17 rebounds.
But the fact that you're here talking about Davis, it means that you're blaming Anthony Davis for the Lakers.
No, I'm not blaming him.
Because I think LeBron James was more responsible. LeBron James in game 1, where Anthony Davis dropped 40, was poor at the end of the game. He dropped up some poor 3-point shots when he was horrible from 3 coming into the series, and that went here. It's LeBron James that should the people let them get sweep, not Anthony Davis. And I'm LeBron James' biggest fan in the world.
But I was going to say to you, LeBron James.
Listen, I am out of the 2 when I make them get sweep.
Game one and game 2, he threw it away because
the man it was embarrassing the way LeBron James was shooting 3-pointers.
The free throw at the line and the jacking up cheese at the end of the game.
That 3-pointer with 40, the man put the defense under pressure and Murray was on him with 5 fouls. And that's chance for that when we talk about game 4 when the series done.
Let me say one thing before we go though.
Yeah.
Preacher must stop it. Preacher should not come and talk about Denver Nuggets as a juggernaut after the fact. Because he was never praising the Denver Nuggets, none at all, throughout the postseason. As a matter of fact, I don't even think we are Denver Nuggets going to the conference finals, reaching this far. So,
he has Phoenix to beat them?
No, I'm saying I don't think he had them going so far. And to come out and say
No. But he would have known who they had to play. They had the Timberwolves. He would have known, and they would have fixed Phoenix next. Did he pick them to lose to Phoenix?
That part I can't come.
So why you say you never had them players?
All right.
Initially, he had Lakers to beat Nuggets. But I'm saying for him to say that the team is a juggernaut because the man them get sweep.
They did not watch us.
If you watch a game, them Zidane, no, I wouldn't say Denver is a juggernaut because Lakers threw away game 1 and 2. But I will give Denver the praise for withering in the storm and coming back in the game.
Denver is a better team than Lakers, but a 4-0 sweep is
not a true reflection of the Lakers.
No, it's flattering.
It's flattering. Yeah, I agree that it's very flattering.
We'll leave it there, son, remember.
Yeah.
All right, big up yourself.
Correction.
No.
Oh, it's G-Star.
Man, don't do me that.
We say don't mix you.
My God. blame the producer.
Big up yourself, incorrect one.
Yeah.
I'm with CC still, no. The Denver Nuggets have now turned themselves into a juggernaut. Really? That's where we're going now? Come on.
Well, they look very dominant, no, boss.
Yeah, if you said after the series.
No, I never had them at the juggernaut.
They look really good, but you know what juggernaut is?
Yes. Ooh.
It's a character next man. It's like, yo, he's super, super, super dangerous. You understand?
Yeah.
Man,
yeah, man.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
When you say somebody's a juggernaut, it means that they're out of class.
Fair enough. Because they didn't blow the Lakers in any game.
No.
And Lakers was up by 11 at half. Lakers were up by 11, I think, in game 3 at halftime, and they were up by 15 in game 4 at halftime as well.
Pretty sure if you take some beam for that. If you do come and say, you know what, I have the Nuggets going to the finals, if he was waxing lyrically about the Nuggets, then he can do that. But to call him a juggernaut now is kind of after the fact. All right.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, no, I have to take mine too, my beating, because I had the Phoenix Suns and the Boston Celtics in the finals, and I still have hope for the Celtics. I actually think they're going to do what no team has ever done.
You think they will be the first team to come back from a 3-0 deficit?
I do. I think they have a good shot.
What a no energy star.
They have 2 more games at home.
I'm not seeing the Boston Celtics not able to win a single game at home in our conference final against the Heat. After the Heat and the Golden State Warriors with Kevin Durant.
The Celtics play better when their back is against the wall.
So going back to the Boston arena, they must can win a game, boss, and carry it with 3-2 and put pressure on them and Miami.
Exactly.
So we like them for tomorrow.
Oh, really?
We like Boston to win.
That means I forgot the Heat then. I forgot. Anything Zidane say, you have to take it opposite. That's how it goes.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, man.
Well, we need have Boston too, and I figure Boston can win tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But it look hard for them. If there's a game 7, it will be in Boston. But will it get?
I don't want to go game 7.
Will it get to
one
game 7?
At a time?
Yeah.
One game.
But if you figure that they'll win game 5.
No, I don't want to figure anything. I don't want to figure nothing.
Then,
I'm not the
well, they have to go back and
I'm not the players. One game at a time. The whole cliche.
All right.
Why the Tatum went off in the third and the fourth quarter last night?
What Sean was talking about, I mostly agree with him, except I would put it on AD. Here's why. The man I'm calling LeBron James. All right, LeBron James could have made a better decision with Jokic. I would have rather him take that 3 or drive to the basket against Jokic. Remember the same 3 he took against Jamal Murray?
Yes.
I would have wanted him to take that 3. Go for the kill.
Well, since he was shooting better from 3 in that game, I wouldn't have criticized him a lot. Because the shot clock was running down,
Yeah, but here's my problem with that. He was the one who ran on the shot clock.
Yes.
And then secondly, he passed the ball to Shooter. I'm like, LeBron.
And Shooter is not a shooter. Great point, G-Star. So he should be the one to be blamed for that possession, my boss.
He is. Because I want my superstar to take the responsibility. I don't want my superstar.
Yes. And if you're going to give up the ball, give it up earlier on in the shot clock so Shooter can make a play. You give it Shooter too late, and he's not a shooter.
There you go.
Yeah.
But overall, though, Sean, LeBron James pretty much did everything that he could have done in this last game.
Yes.
Right? The question is, could AD have done everything he could have done? And the answer is no. The answer is that, yes, AD scored 10 points in the fourth quarter, right?
So, yes, AD was very good in the fourth quarter, actually.
He got fouled. He got some foul calls, right? But
because he was more aggressive.
I think he was 40% from the field in that game.
But I'm talking about being dominant.
No, he wasn't.
the Lakers needed AD to close because I wanted the Lakers to win that
but
game.
he was but G-Star, they got it wrong, because he was very aggressive, and a couple of the fouls he got on Jokic as well. So they could have decided to go to AD and tell AD to attack.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I think AD should have got that ball with 4 seconds.
I
left.
agree with you, my boss.
But
Because he's a better
because why?
He's a better mid-range shooter than LeBron James.
Because and I believe with 4 seconds left, AD would have been able to get off a better shot.
I agree.
Because he might miss,
Yeah.
but he's still going to get a good shot.
Could he have given the ball to LeBron James for him to attack and then make that shoulder pass?
No.
To AD at the
4
top?
seconds left?
Of course.
No. You can't take that chance because if LeBron passes that ball and there's no time left, everybody's going to be, why didn't LeBron just...
No, man. They could have set the play for him to just grab it, drive initially. And
but 4 seconds is not a lot of time to do all that. Trust me.
I hear you. But
it's not. And then to have the presence to pass the ball with like a second and a half left or 2 seconds, that's tough.
Fair enough.
Mr. Higgins.
Yes, sir.
My squads are out, so my basketball thing, I won't refrain from the basketball.
Yeah.
I want to talk about cricket now, Mr. Higgins.
Yes.
You know what this show taught me?
Yes.
That Vivian Richards bats pace bowling a whole lot better than spin bowling.
No, the show didn't teach you that.
The show? So who taught me that?
I don't
Rooney?
know. I don't know why anybody would say that.
So he doesn't bat spin bowling better than he doesn't bat pace bowling better than spin bowling?
No.
He bats both of them just as effectively.
In his prime, the two of them are gonna travel.
Okay.
There's no marked difference. You see, unlike Brian, where there's a marked difference with his dominance against spinners, him going back the pace, but he's not going to be as dominant, not as ruthless. With Viv, you don't get that.
All right, so I want to use pace bowling then.
Hold the line. Let's come back after.
Visit Garrett Trading and Installation at 169 Constant Spring Road and 10 to 12 Cleardale Avenue for all your tiling and classic stone needs. Call 876-634-9773. The time by Garrett Trading is 2:30.
Oh, you practice a good lady? It's the Carlston mackerel. Can't you have mackerel now? So hold on. You never hear about the new tin mackerel on the market. Carlston mackerel sauce rich. Carlston mackerel is the best with your rice, your bread, not to mention with your dumpling. Carlston mackerel is great source of protein, calcium and omega-3. Carlston mackerel is ready to eat from sea to land. Carlston mackerel is the best brand.
Do you want the keys to discovering your God-given purpose? Would you like a strategy to fulfill your unique destiny on earth? How about a map to help you navigate the twists and turns on your journey of life? Do you, don't you, will you, won't you? If I coax you, would you want to? Don't you want to? Aren't you going to? Oh, come on, you said you would. Hey, this is Everton Thomas, your friend, your bishop, from the Emmanuel Apostolic Church International with headquarters at 12 Slide Road in Kingston, Jamaica. And I'm inviting you to join me this and every Friday at 11 a.m. right here on this station for Insights, inspiring conversations for everyday life. That's Insights, Fridays at 11 a.m. God bless you now. Stay awesome.
It's finally here. Cavalier and Portman United meet in the grand finale of the Link Cup Friday night at 8 o'clock. And all roads lead to Sabina Park to witness the battle for the first trophy of the season. Come out in your numbers and watch the ending of this quest. Admission just $1,000. Plus, you get a chance to win $25,000 when you pay with Link to enter. And also, don't miss the third place playoff at 5 between Dunbeholden and Harbour View. This is it, the final Link Up for the Link Cup. Come out Friday night.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
all right, welcome back. Let's big up Scotia Bank, Western Sports, Milestone Restaurant, and True Juice, a couple of our sponsors. Yeah. And we encourage the listeners to do business with these companies. Milestone Restaurant is my favorite restaurant in St. Anne. So once you're in St. Anne, just find the Milestone Restaurant people.
Support the people who support the sports.
Indeed.
In a nutshell.
G-Star.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Back with you.
All right. I couldn't hear nothing. All right, so Mr. Higgins, so it's no Brian Lara bats pace spin bowling a lot
He's more
better than
dominant.
pace bowling, right?
He's going to score quicker against the spinners than he will against the pacers.
And does he out more often against pace bowling?
I'm not sure. I would have to look how many times spinners get him out as opposed to pace.
All right, so what about?
But by his own admission,
what about a batsman? Give me a batsman who bats either or, like they're poor at spin bowling or they're poor at pace bowling. That's top batsman.
None of the greats are poor at anything. You can't be a great and poor at nothing.
No, you can. Shaq is poor at free throws.
No, you're not batting me at all.
I find that hard to believe. You have to be better at one, Mr. Higgins.
I'm not saying you can't be better, but you can't be poor. You can't be a 50
all right, not poor, but give me one who's better than the other.
I would think
at getting out though. I'm talking at
getting out. I would think Ricky Ponting is better against pace than spin.
Okay, so let's use Ricky Ponting, right? So Ricky Ponting is better at pace.
Yeah, me think so.
All right. So the game is on the line. Has there ever been a time when the game is on the line, like you need some runs or you need a wicket in the last 6 to 12 overs, or in like the last 2 to 3 overs?
You need a wicket.
Yeah, you need a wicket to win the game.
Yeah, man.
Or you need
Test cricket very rarely come down to 10 runs, 1 wicket. Those games are not the norm. And if it comes down to 10 runs and 1 wicket, chances are it's not Ricky Ponting.
All right. If you want to take out a big bat, then.
What's the point?
You know where I'm going with this,
No,
right?
I don't know. What's
I'm wondering
where we get.
Okay, I'm going with matchups.
In our sport.
Cricket.
Yeah, where you going?
So I'm going. Yeah, man, I'm going with cricket. So I want to know when you want to get out Ricky Ponting, right?
Yeah.
And he say he bats pace bowling better.
Yes.
If I say you're the captain now, Mr. Higgins, and you say, you know what, I can draw for a spin bowler to bowl to Ricky Ponting.
Yeah. You may or you may not get him out.
Yeah, would that be overrated?
But Australia's still going to beat your team. That team with Ricky Ponting won 16 games in a row. Even despite Ricky Ponting's perceived.
No, but I'm asking that, man.
No, but my argument was winning a game. In other words, even if you feel that your spinner against Ricky Ponting gives you a better chance to get Ricky Ponting out. That doesn't stop Australia. What beats you in the game is Australia 11 better than Fear 11.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to take a next time to develop.
I want you to get it. All right. For West Indies, Brian Lara is a few notches better at spin than pace. But whether you beat West Indies or not, you're 11 better than for West Indies 11.
I'm surprised the cricket people don't take you on this, you know.
No, that they take me on. I'm saying Ricky Ponting may be slightly weaker to spin than pace. But Ricky Ponting's team is going to beat your team no matter what you do to Ricky Ponting.
All right.
No matter which one bowler you have and say, boy, yeah, pick that man here because Ricky Ponting did it. You're not going to beat Australia.
Okay, all right.
Unless the other 10 man by your side good.
For my last 30 seconds, I just want to swing it to basketball.
All right.
Do you remember when AD was matched up against Steph Curry at the end of the game twice?
And what happened?
If that was Tristan Thompson instead of AD, the Golden State Warriors could have won that game, right? Would you agree?
I believe the reason why
they would have a better chance to win the game. Would you agree?
I believe the reason why Lakers beat the Golden State is because Lakers generally was
sure, but Mr. Higgins, we're talking about hold on, but we're breaking it down like true analysts now, right? We're not going to. They have macroeconomics and microeconomics. Macro is the big overall. Let's break down that single play now, right? He was going up against AD, and I am saying if that was Austin Reeves, would State have a better chance to win the game? Yes or no?
I don't judge basketball based on what happened.
No, I'm talking about that play because they were down by one. That's missing him. Remember, AD is one of the best defenders ever.
Here's the difference between you and I. No basketball game is determined by any one play.
Okay, hold on a sec. If
basketball over 48 minutes, there may be 500 different.
But what we're talking about is the difference between winning and losing.
I don't believe no one play determines winning and losing.
If Steph Curry had hit that shot, they would have won the game.
No, that shot
they wouldn't have.
That is not the shot that would have won the game.
They wouldn't have. Why not?
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to the word.
Let's talk about the Steph Curry.
I'm saying that is not the shot that would have won the game.
But if he made the shot, they would have won.
I don't know. He misses.
You don't know.
He misses.
But he missed the shot and they lost.
And I'm saying it is not that shot that
they have last second shot.
G-Star, listen to the point I'm making. And you can't say, me just make up that point. And no one play determines no basketball.
But Mr. Higgins, look how long we passed that.
And because but you can't pass that, and then I give me one isolated example, and I tell me.
But there are also differences between winning and losing.
And no one play is that different.
But we don't know what play is going to make the difference.
Every single solitary play from the tip off to the final whistle help determine the game.
I
don't
agree.
Give me no one isolated
but the whole point
thing
of Mr. Higgins
and tell me
is
that
one
difference.
Play can make a difference.
No one play makes no difference, my boy.
So why are we talking about the play that LeBron James never take you?
Because
why never talk about the play in the first quarter?
Because we as people and as human beings have a thing called recency bias.
So you're falling right into that.
No, I did not. I'm saying that that a basketball game is won based on everything that happens from minute 1
but
to
there's
minute
an
40.
accumulation.
So don't tell me about no one play. That is why, if you heard me saying a whole heap of thing happened. So I don't want to hear about no one.
No, we're going to bring it to your cricket. Next time, I'm just going to talk.
No one, hey, when people come here and tell me, say, Courtney Brown drop a catch at Sabina, and that make them beat me. I, for 2 years, or however long, was saying, don't blame no one keeper drop no catch.
Would they have won the game if he had caught it?
We don't know. Would it have better our chances? Yes.
But then that was a big miss. Of course.
I say it was not a big miss? But I'm saying other people, when Jimmy did make 15 rather than 50, he should be blamed as well. When Keith Atherton make 12 rather than 40.
And that's a fair point.
And so no one play determines no game. So don't tell me that Steph Curry match up against who. And that meant the game was lost.
I didn't say that's why they're losing, and they had a better chance to win if he made that play.
Of course, they would have a better chance.
Then they can't be overrated. That's all I'm saying. If something can determine whether we win or
it
we
is
lose,
not that determines whether you win or lose.
Mr. Higgins, you're not thinking about it properly.
Lord of mercy. No one play determines whether you win or lose. No game.
Hold on. All right, this is before I go. You said no one play.
No.
Right? When Michael Jordan hit that shot over Byron Russell, they won the game.
How many points?
If he had missed that shot, they
how many points were in that game that Michael Jordan?
Michael Jordan scored about 50.
Of how many baskets in the game?
How many baskets? Yeah. Maybe 35.
How much points did Bulls win the game with?
They won the game by 1.
How many points did they score in that game?
84.
You see, and Michael Jordan.
Mike scored about 42.
No. And that shot that you talking about was 2 points. You know why Michael Jordan side win the game?
Because
that 2 points plus the other 80. No. That 2 points were no more important than the 82 points before that.
Mr. Higgins, I'm gonna break it down for you.
No, man, break it down next day.
Yeah, man, that's what I said. I can break it down for you next time.
All right.
Big up G-Star.
All right, so we have Driver.
Mr. Higgins.
Yes, sir.
Sir Matthews.
Good afternoon, Driver.
How you doing?
Not bad.
Good day.
G-Star. Big up yourself.
Yes.
G-Star, big up yourself. I want G-Star to go back to the series with West Indies versus India.
Yes.
You remember who was the captain, right?
Which series was that?
Okay, when Carl Hooper was the captain.
Yeah, man. I remember.
And every time Tendulkar came to the crease, what he did?
Well, who did?
The captain did. Throw the ball in Franklin Rose.
No, it's not every time. I watched that.
Most times.
I wouldn't even know about most times either. I watched the series now, but yeah, we remember
that was the one in the Caribbean or in India.
In the Caribbean, yeah. We remember when India were chasing like 120 for win. And Rose running and Tendulkar caught a slip. And now we hear that every time Rose come to the wicket.
Not every time.
It's not true, man. I watch
that series. How many times Franklin Rose got him out? Bowling short.
But no.
My point is
but hold on, Driver. We're not going to do that. There was not a case in that series where Rose was being rested, or let's say in bowled 5-6 overs and a spell. That spell was over. Tendulkar walked to the wicket. Then the skipper said, "Come, Rose, come for the ball." That's not what I'm saying. That never happened. Rose bowl him 6 over, take a rest, and him come back when he would normally come back. If it happens that Tendulkar was batting, so be it. But it is not like somebody out and Rose down, so and the skipper said, "No, you come bowl." That was not what was happening.
I think I'm old enough to remember. I think I'm old enough to remember.
No, you understand the difference.
I understand the difference.
If I am bowling and me a bowl 1 6 over.
You just said it. No. You just said it.
Yeah.
With Ricky Ponting.
Yes.
Because I switched from Ricky Ponting to Tendulkar, giving you another option in terms of somebody who is kind of weak. Not really weak.
No, man, Tendulkar kind of weak.
No weak. Well, I don't want to use the word weak, but he bats spin better than pace. Because you know.
I mean, no, me don't know that.
Yeah, man, you know that, man.
No, man, where people are listening to me say, no, me don't know. I'm saying I don't know that. Tendulkar,
you don't know that. You don't know that Tendulkar is susceptible to the shot ball? You don't know that?
No. I'm saying.
Let me ask you.
Well, most 99% of the batsmen in world cricket, if you run in on a leg of fast and shot, they go and struggle.
No, don't do that. Ricky Ponting, you can't bowl nothing above him waist height.
You never said all the batsmen.
You have some batsmen, man.
Yeah, but my point is, all right, here's the point I'm trying to make.
Yes.
Ponting is a little bit more suspect when it comes down to spin, as opposed to Tendulkar is suspect when it comes to
no, I don't think
bowling.
I don't think Sachin is suspect of this.
Well,
what was his average in Australia, Sachin?
This is Sachin in Australia and beat up the man ball all the while.
Yes. When he got Perth, what happened?
When he got Perth, so you want to know his record at Perth?
Yeah, go on. The fastest pitch. But I don't really let me call about it. I just want me really call about Yorkshire thing. Because I chime in on that.
Yes.
So I don't want my time wasted. We can always go back to it.
Yeah.
I'm off today, so I have a little time. Here we call about the Yorkshire thing. While Zidane go and check one. Zidane, you question. What is your position on the? I know Orville's position. What is your position on the Shea Hope thing with the Yorkshire? What is your thing on it? I never hear definitively on it.
What do you mean by my position?
In terms of if you think that really and truly something is suspect, the fact that based on the situation with the racism.
I wouldn't say something is suspect, but because of the racism scandal that was going on, they wanted to look like they are no longer a racist club. So they wanted a non-white player. That's just a fact. So it helped in the selection of Hope.
First, it helped with the selection of Hope.
Yes, so that's just clear. But Hope they wanted, they thought Hope could have contributed as a cricketer, but him being a black cricketer helped because they could have gone for a lot of other people, but they wanted a non-white cricketer. That's why, because the fact is that they wanted two Pakistani that weren't available in the end. So that's not clear facts. That
so in a nutshell, you agree with Orville's position?
Yes.
All right.
It's reasonable to believe that was the case.
Good, sir.
Hold the line.
I'm on it.
Hold the line, though, driver. We have a break. We'll take the break. We're coming back.
Whatever sport keeps you active, Western Sports has the largest selection of sporting gear, apparel, and equipment to help you reach your goal. Whether you're an amateur or a professional, Western Sports has got your sport covered. The time by Western Sports is
2:45. Paul, I need help with my vehicle cost this year. It's going through the roof. You think I should call Key?
You're mad. Don't you want a system that easy for you?
Yeah, man.
You want the best price boat here too?
Yeah, man. I bet you want real-time alert and island-wide coverage. Yeah, man. So the smart choice is Hawkeye.
They will give you a free 30-day trial.
Yeah, man.
Hey, tell me something. You ever say anything but yeah, man?
Yeah, man.
Just say yeah, man to Hawk Tracker from Hawkeye. Call us at 926 Hawk. Conditions apply.
Spectrum Insurance Brokers pride themselves in being professionals in the field of insurance broking, claim settlement, and risk management services for over 35 years. We offer a wide range of insurance services, including motor, property, liability, accident, life, and international health for individuals and companies at competitive rates. Call 926-3572 or visit 7.5 Haining Road, Kingston 5, or shop number 3, James Plaza, Mandeville. Call 625-6804 or visit online spectrumjamaica.com. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standards.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we're back online. You were saying no.
Yeah, read the Yorkshire thing. Quick and fast.
Yes.
G-Star, you again. If this program don't teach us, me in particular, anything, this program is a research information-driven program, yeah? And if you not come around here with the information proper, these guys are going to spread you. Thanks to people like Zidane in the outside. This program is what, 10 years old or somewhere thereabout?
More than that.
So, more than
almost 20 years now. All right, if
so
not,
long?
Yeah.
You know, you're right, because I remember when we come and Mobile come live, I mean, you know, it was...
Yeah, man. I started
but anyway,
hosting... Yeah, go on.
Yeah, but long and short. So, information is important. And honestly, that black man, I kind of feel bad. It is coming to fruition that, listen, if you want to hide something from a black man, put in a one book. Well, I want to move from the book to write it and put it down and narrate it. This Yorkshire situation, if we spend more time and go do some more research to add to what you said earlier, Orville, I mean, weeks ago, we would understand the situation in Yorkshire. You know, Saturday gone, I had a little time, about 2 hours on my hand, and I was watching the T20 blast in England. You know, it's on now, right?
Right.
And I was watching Yorkshire. And we sit down and we say, you know what? I've been talking about this Yorkshire thing and Zidane. Let me pop up. Let me get on the internet and check some little thing. Never have much time. You know what I found? Sorry. Yorkshire was found in 1863. And at that time, you couldn't play for Yorkshire unless you're white and born in Yorkshire. That's one.
Yes.
You know if you did check that for yourself, Orville.
No, I know the first non-Englishman to play for Yorkshire was Sachet in the 1990s.
Yes, 1992 to be specific.
Yeah. So I only about 30 years ago.
I really want to talk to you. I want to talk to you.
You want to talk to the nation?
No, I want to talk to the nation. Me and Zidane. Zidane learn the cricket thing.
Yeah.
And listen to me. Was 1992 to be specific, when the first non-white, bar none, was Sachin Tendulkar. All right. Fast forward, because it did not much time. What I also found is that it was since the racist issue that came up in 2021 or 2020 thereabout. You know what the Yorkshire did? They employed a chairman of the board, who has a Indian name. Let me tell you the name. His name is Patel.
Yes.
Yeah, Kamlesh Patel, Lord Kamlesh Patel in 2021. Albeit, no, he was born in Kenya, albeit he has an Indian name. Patel is kind of Asian Indian name, right? And after that, who knows? And ever you know that the captain of the Yorkshire team right now is Shan Masood?
Yeah, man, the Pakistani youth.
Well, I know. So, add all of this together. Of all of those who are listening, we don't smell nothing about that.
Remember, he's a Pakistan. They did say, I eat that thing.
Yes.
But not only that.
I remember that.
Michael Vaughan had to go through court session or what kind of arbitration. What kind of... You know what Michael Vaughan was accused of saying to the youth when bring the racist charge? That there are too many of you here. We have to do something about that. That means too many non-whites. So when they go out and start picking black players now, so that it doesn't create that impression that you want to tell us that we know say, that Michael Vaughan was accused of saying to the youth, you know.
I know.
So too many I want to phone type of play for Yorkshire. Michael Vaughan, only because probably the youth can't find a tape of him, you know. I just femur against the Europe.
Right. I remember that.
But Michael Vaughan was brought to embarrassment, not lost, but was terminated from commentary because of that statement to the youth. Said too much on there.
The point I'm trying
suspended.
To make,
he was suspended from commentating. So I'm saying when you see the auction now go out now for have more blacks and more Pakistan players, it is obvious that this thing can't be overlooked. That's all I mean. That's with the sheer whoop thing. But he's back now, by the way. Yes.
My point is, we don't need to just get up and oppose for opposing sake. Go do some checks, man. Check some stuff and say, hey, after 158 years, Yorkshire making a bold turn in terms of the mode of our operandi.
No, man,
Something smells.
So it is obvious that them are try clean up them image.
Yeah.
And them hire a black coach, them hire a Pakistan thing, and them a make a Pakistan, a captain of the team. It is obvious that them are trying. No, them things you hope can bat as well. I mean, we can't go around that. I don't mean them call.
Of course.
But clearly we have to see the politics behind it. But yeah, to what you say, you know. Sachin averages 50 something in Australia, generally. But him average, but him average 37 a per.
You hear me say, man, Orville. Just go and watch some clips of Sachin.
No, man, Sachin down
man.
No, man, but you can't average 50 in Australia if you can't batch.
No. You realize I singled a particular pitch.
All right.
With the,
but you yeah, man. But
because once a ball shot to such him a problem, man. Worse if fast.
No, man. We say Sachin have problem. By the way, in South Africa is regarded as having some of the bounciest pitches in world.
Not like Australia. Anyway, go on.
And he averages 46 in South Africa.
Yeah, but hey man, great, you know. I'm just look. I'm not taking away from the fact that the man is great, you know. It's just that because of Ricky Ponting point earlier on, I'm just using.
Me not think him weak to know. But if you say boy, the shot ball don't pan him, then the shot, then Brian Lara enough. Hey, between Brian Lara and Sachin Tendulkar, who is more susceptible to fast shot pitch bowling? I would have said Brian.
Brian, yeah, I agree with you.
But I wouldn't tell you that Brian can bat fast bowling.
Yeah, but he's the one maybe weak is strong is too strong a word.
Yeah, well,
but yeah, weak is strong a word. But
weak is too strong a word.
If you have a chance to get him out, ball get one quick, fast.
But that is true of 99% of the batsmen in this world. That may answer. But make we leave it there.
Yeah, we leave it there.
All
Big
right.
up yourself.
Big up.
Have a clear business, as you know.
Yeah, man. All right, who we have now? David?
Yes, Orville.
Yeah, David, where is it?
If I tell a man named Bramble, man, a man who score 100 century in a cricket, can't be suspect for nothing at
No, you can't average 50 in a cricket and weak at anything. You know why? Because as soon as you come back, how are you weak when I go ball?
Exactly.
Yeah. And you can't at 100, as you said, Sachin scoring a cricket. You know? You can't weak at nothing. You may have some years where boy you're out of
You
work.
can't put that on the Bramble.
Well, sir, that's one of the Bramble talk for the year.
Yes, man.
Sachin weak to nothing. No, sir.
Yeah. And then Ponting, a man will play. Ponting, I win in a cricketer, you know.
Yeah.
After I play in a most win. Average 50.
That was because that was because his team was
him sided good though.
Yeah. So you couldn't use that.
Yeah, but him have the records to suggest him no weak at anything.
No. But that wouldn't be the winning record, the win-loss record.
Yeah.
Because some man would have played another team the way.
Yeah.
Then again, that team ain't playing a very few non-special man that in another team.
We all know him slow especially when him early come at the wicket to the spinner.
Yeah, man. But the thing about it, you know, when he got this, because it's India, him struggling. You know?
Yeah.
But the pitches in India are tailor-made for that kind of thing. But when the spinners them go down to Australia, do you know?
Yeah,
them ball traveling. You know?
Yeah.
Right. So very few people can bat India in India generally, you know.
Yeah.
So it's not just a Sachin Tendulkar thing. Brian Lara, for example, for all his greatness, struggled against India generally. You
know? Definitely.
And Brian is a far better player to spin than Sachin. But Brian, for example, has never scored a century in India. Granted, him never played a whole lot in India, but it's a difficult place to bat.
You see the same people ever tell us I'm suspect. They tell us Carl Hooper is a better player against spin than them man there. And Carl Hooper, I will have it. 30-something in a cricket.
Glorified average performer. That's what Carl Hooper is. Capable of doing great things, but not a great player.
So when they call you for action, Orville, the brother they know Antigua, they want Thomas.
Yeah.
If me not mistaken, he's a police officer, you know.
No, me not think so.
I think the last time he said was a police officer in Antigua.
No, I've never heard that. And
you never heard that? You can't check it out for me. I'm not sure, but I think so.
Devon Thomas did even live at Jamaica for a while. You know. I don't know that he's a police. But I could check, but I've never heard that.
All right, that's all. Big up yourself.
All right, Dave.
Right.
Big up.
Yeah.
Anonymous, no? Hello?
Anonymous.
Yes,
yeah,
Anonymous.
Yeah, bless up on yourself. I'm here again.
Yeah.
Come for defend Brian, the great Charles Lara.
Yes.
All right, Orville, I'm ask you a question. By the way, Mr. P, he's a man I respect, a big man. But you're gambling, because if a man make 100 and then make 4 ducks straight, he's very consistent, What if you know that?
He is.
He is,
Consistent failure.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Put that out of the way. Orville,
Yes.
I ask you a question. Have you ever said to a caller who comes on this program, disagrees with your side of the argument, and when them finish speaking, you look on them and say, please call back? I don't know. Have you ever?
I don't. If them disagree with me and Mr. Call back,
Please call back.
I'm sure I must have done that.
Maybe, but I've never heard it said. But anyway, forget about that too. You say, Mike, did you say that Michael Clark and somebody else made 300 declare because they wanted to protect some record?
One of them did.
Bradman did have.
One of them.
That record is?
One of them. I think it was Taylor. Although he himself said that, But
but you're saying that's what they did because they wanted to protect Bradman.
Yeah, the speculation is that he was on 334 or whatever Bradman's record is.
Yes.
They had batted for 2 days, and he needed 1 scoring shot to break Bradman's record. I think it was on the 3rd morning.
Okay.
And he just said, "Listen, I'm bowling the next one."
Okay, you're going to protect Bradman's record.
And the speculation all around Australia is that he never wanted to pass it on.
Matthew Hayden didn't think so though.
No, clearly not.
He's an Australian, right? Huh?
Yes. But what is the fact though is that he wasn't out. He declared.
Who?
Mark Taylor.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Matthew Hayden.
No. But the argument was about.
He didn't think like Michael.
Yeah,
right?
fine. But the argument was which was harder, 400 or 957.
When you said they wanted to
And I was making the point that people have gone to 300 and add and declared them didn't try to get 400.
Fine, but that excluding Matthew Hayden, okay?
Fine, so Matthew Hayden was there, but I'm saying.
Matthew Hayden was an Australian who.
I never said all Australia declared because they never won broke Bradman record.
That's not what the substantial point.
I'm saying that there was at least one Australian who got the opportunity to break Bradman record and to go on and didn't. So I never say every Australian.
That's not an argument because Australian never think about that. You have Australian batsmen who wasn't.
Yeah, the point though is that you're saying that batsmen, if they were thinking about breaking the record, they would have carry on. They would have carry on, but they declared they are more interested in winning the game.
Exactly. And you think that those cricketers in Australia would be satisfied and contented to know that a little third world black boy have the world cricket batting record? And they would be satisfied.
Because remember, if West Indies was in a situation where they were trying to quickly put on runs to beat England, Lara wouldn't have batted that long to get to 400.
You can't bat for a long. No, he wouldn't have batted that long.
So that's
at that point when Brian Lara made the 400, winning the game was not uppermost.
No.
Okay, I'm going to ask you something again.
Mm-hmm.
You were a great batsman before Lara.
Yeah,
you have been great batsmen during Lara.
Yes.
You have been great batsmen after Lara. And I'm quite positive and sure that Brian Lara is not the only batsman who have batted on a flat pitch.
But I've made this. How long are you listening to this? How long are you listening to this program? Anonymous. All right, I hear.
I'm not finished.
No, but I'm going to make the point that you are making and that I have been making for years. No, I have made the point where Jeffrey Boycott said.
Has not made 400 runs.
I am not telling you that 400 runs is easy to make. Think. I'm saying that if I had to choose.
Only one man in the annals of Test cricket that has made 400 runs.
Maybe because the batsman who could have. But you are making the point and you're not allowing me to counter your point. I'm saying.
I wasn't finished, but you can talk now.
400 runs is not easy to make. So if you think that is what I'm saying, you're wrong.
Obviously, it's not.
What the point I'm making is that very few batsmen, in order to make 400 runs, you've got to bat upwards close to 2 days.
Fine.
Very few batsmen, very few teams are going to be batting for 2 days. And even if a batsman is in the position where I'm going 290, 300 or a little bit, to get to 400, the batsman, that team almost always not thinking about winning the game. You get me?
You finished?
Yes. But I made a point before about Jeffrey Boycott saying people are saying Brian Lara's 375 against England was made in a flat deck and a small outfield and with a withering and towering English attack.
But all of us who have played cricket would have played in a smallish outfield and a flat pitch with Tariq Dak. How many of us make 400? That is one of my favorite cricket quotes about that.
Not how many have made. None have made.
Well, at the time, well, not 400. How many of us have made 375? Yeah.
None from the day cricket started.
But all right, so what that 400 tells you is that it was a special innings. What's the point? That it's harder than 958?
You know what technically it tells me?
What?
That Brian Lara, a lot of times him get out by the bowler getting him out.
Yes.
You know what Brian Lara, as a cricketer, batsman tells me? When him do one out, you can't out him.
Nothing can go, man. Don't exaggerate.
501 not out, 400 not out.
No, man. Yes, so once you start, Anonymous, once you start sound like that, man, no. You have to change that.
No, let me put my point.
No, I am not going to allow a man who will say once Brian choose not to out him can't out. We can't have a serious discussion after that.
All the while, if you were listening to
No,
me.
but you did say once you never qualify it means all the while.
No, I'm not finished. If Brian Lara comes out to bat and say him not going out,
Then all. Then hold on.
He made 375.
Come on, we can't believe the man. No, why should we allow you to continue with that rubbish? So you're saying the only time Brian Lara gets. You're saying that the only time Brian Lara gets out is when he wants to get out.
I didn't say all the while.
But you don't have to say all the while if you say every time.
I didn't say all the while. I told you that when him comes serious and say I'm not going out today, I'm not going out today.
How many percent? But you said the same thing when we say you said.
I'm confused, you know.
The man confused.
I'm confused.
You don't understand how English language works.
This is your statement. When Brian Lara is serious, they can't get him out. What does that mean?
But him not say every time.
You know what it means?
Yeah.
Let me tell you what it means. He made 375. This white man from Australia come and broke the record. Lara came out and made 400, not out. He made 501, which I think will never be broken in our lifetime. Not out. When this man plans to bat, he bats. Now you can out him. I know a lot of times him get out, and a lot of times...
when he gets out, he didn't plan to come and bat.
Not all the while, brother. Not all the while.
Okay, but...
Not all the while.
All right, sir.
So
Brian, when Brian want bat, him going to make 370.
I am saying 400 runs has not, and I'm not going to say will never be. He's the only man who has made 400 runs with all those great batsmen. And you know why a lot of them 300 and Adam declare? Some of the reasons. I can give you some of the reasons.
Them are trying to put them team in a winning position.
Fatigue, cramp, lose focus, stamina start to wane, get tired. Them are the 3 balls now when ball come to them.
All right, Anonymous.
All right, Anonymous.
We're on the break. We have to leave it here, Anonymous.
A great one of the greatest batsmen that has
ever walked the earth. All right. Big up yourself, Anonymous.
Big up.
Better than Steve Smith.
All right,
Anonymous.
All right.
We'll take a break.
We're coming back.
We'll play the Yabba selection and then we'll come back to it.
Health Alert is sponsored by Bashco, the store that gives you more, and the National Health Fund. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
Maintain social distancing. Maintain at least 3 to 6 feet distance between yourself and anyone who is coughing or sneezing. When someone coughs or sneezes, they spray small liquid droplets from their nose or mouth which may contain the virus. If you are too close, you can breathe in the droplets, including the COVID-19 virus, if the person coughing has the disease.
Health Alert is sponsored by Bashco, the store that gives you more, and the National Health Fund. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
This is your television and radio preacher, Bishop Dr. G.G. Cooper, asking you to join me on KLAS Omega Radio 89.1, 89.9 every Sunday at 6 p.m. for revival time. Enjoy 60 minutes of old-fashioned, Holy Ghost anointed, yoke-destroying, burden-removing praise celebration.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Music now from the Sunshine J album today. Big up to the Sunshine J album. And of course, Edge Campaigns for people who dream in color. And the track that we're going to play on an album that is glowing on all of us, it's the number 8, Just Once.
All right, Just Once. That one is called instrumental there. Yaba Sunshine J.A. album. And also Edge Campaigns for people who dream in color.
All right, so now we have Rooney.
Yeah, big up yourself for having it. See that? Now you're still good?
Yes, indeed, Rooney.
All right. Now I'll ask you a question. The Jamaica Football Federation, do you believe that it's a racist organization?
If they are racist?
Do you believe it's a racist organization?
No, I have no reason to think that.
But no white people don't play for Jamaica, my boss. We can't remember the white people like football for Jamaica.
No, man, we can't.
Rooney is a long time you can't know. You have to reason
do better than that.
Ask a question, my boss. Ask a question. Because when I see white people that play for Jamaica Football Federation, they understand me. So is it a racist organization?
Rooney, we can't reason at that level.
May I ask a question? So just answer the question, my boss.
No, we don't even know the answer.
All right. What is the percentage of white people compared to black people in Yorkshire?
Yorkshire doesn't have to choose players from Yorkshire, though.
Just answer the question.
Yorkshire chooses cricketers from all over the world. That's what clubs do.
How much black people play in Yorkshire?
He wasn't aware of the Yorkshire situation.
Me not think so. Rooney does very
The man
well.
saying go do him investigation and a Sachin Tendulkar, the first man outside of Yorkshire play for them. Right? That the man said.
But they would have gotten white players.
The question, that the man said.
Yes.
All right.
But they would have had other white players from all over the place before that. They would have had other white players who not born in Yorkshire play for Yorkshire, you know.
But them born in England and are the best they would get though. That is what I believe. And if at the time the best of the best was white people, you can't kill the people them.
Listen, the West Indies,
Argentina Argentina are racist.
The West Indies, listen to reason when I tell you, man. The West Indies has seen the first non-Englishman to play for Yorkshire was 1992. The 70s and 80s, the West Indies have produced some of the greatest cricketers ever lived. None of them play for Yorkshire, while they were playing for all of the other clubs in England. Why else you want to hear Bramble Rooney?
Let me ask you a question. So Argentina is a racist nation then?
I don't know, sir.
Black people, one time a black man ever play for them?
Maybe them racist. I don't know.
Many people think they are.
Yeah.
Many people think that they are.
They try to get out.
But I'm saying the club, Rooney, all the West Indians in the 80s, most of them played for English clubs.
Yeah.
None of them in the 80s. Richard Richards not the first West Indian play for Yorkshire. You know?
Yeah.
And it was about 100 greats before Richie came along.
Yeah.
Just reason on a level, man.
But brother, you understand what I said to you?
No.
You don't understand what I said to you?
No.
Because if the man choose to play white people and white people only, after them thing, you can't kill them. Them they must hate black people while them don't play them.
We're not saying that is why they are racist, you know.
But no. If I'm saying to you, Orville, if they don't play black people, you can't say because them racist.
And I wouldn't.
And if them hire a black coach now, probably them might change them culture.
And I'm saying I'm not. If I didn't know, if I wasn't following this Azim Rafiq thing very closely, I wouldn't have delved into it. But Azim Rafiq said them racist. Michael Vaughan was accused of making racist comments. And then when you tie that in with the fact that in all the history, them never have a black coach. And only in the 90s, they started to hire black players. Then you know, if it's something about.
Why are we saying that something is in something?
All right.
Rudy. Why we choose to go that route there?
All right. Rudy.
So if you have a standard, my boss, that means that you're racist?
So the people who try the case and decide that, listen, they were
so
racist.
If a one man says something, the
you know they were found guilty. The club was found guilty and actually was banned for hosting games. You know what them something?
Rooney, the man then came under some serious racist accusations.
Hold on.
I don't think you followed it. He was following it.
Just wait, no, me ask a question.
Learn more. So you go read my boss, go Google and go read, man.
So all I'm asking you, me know hear that?
Rooney, go read and go Google my boss, man.
Just answer my question.
But why you Google other things? You want to get information on your track?
Just let me ask the question.
Rooney, you're not asking real questions, my boss. A rhetorical question they're asking. You want to take on of it. So go and get it.
I'm not taking on anybody. I
learn
ask questions to get information.
I learn you want
what information station this. Isn't this an information station?
Hold the line, my boss. Hold the line. Hold the line.
I'm not holding the line because you know really and truly I believe that una the be all and end all a conversation.
We have to go do the research and the social.
Why we can't ask
because
when this program?
Because when we tell you what the answers are, you are not reasoning at the level.
You ask other questions.
Which level me not reason at?
All right, hold it.
Jamaica no play no. Jamaica no racist.
When you make a comment like that,
you're not trying to learn anything.
Jamaica doesn't buy players to play for Jamaica, Rooney. Jamaica doesn't buy players to play for Jamaica.
Jamaica don't go for one bag of people from England. Why never come some white players?
White players usually don't have Jamaican background. What's wrong with you?
I have to laugh.
I see it, Robert. We're coming back after this.
Get quality cars from Acorn Sales Auto Limited, located at Lot 53 West Tradeway, Portmore Town Center. Need a car from Japan or United Kingdom or special order? Call 876-616-4777 or WhatsApp 876-333-5555. They assist with registration, transfer, and license. Just visit Acorn Sales Auto at Lot 53 West Tradeway, Portmore Town Center for quality cars at competitive prices.
Give a little little something. US $1 JD 150 every time you receive a remittance from Lasco Money Transfer to sponsor a social project selected by the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange. Say, I want to donate $1 to the cashier. Donations accepted at these locations: 38.5 Red Hills Road, Kingston 10, 15 Chandos Place, Poppin Square, Kingston 10, and Shop 203 Bay West Shopping Center, 3 St. James Street, Montego Bay.
Turn your passion into winnings with JustBet. Watch your favorite international leagues and tournaments and get in the game with JustBet. We have the best odds on over 100 sports: football, basketball, boxing, rugby, motorsports, even virtual matches. Register on the JustBet mobile platform, mobile.justbetja.com, or visit one of our over 100 JustBet locations island-wide. What are you waiting for? Get in the game and win big with JustBet.
Today is the day to push past my limits, escape my comfort zone. I won't live within it. Healthy energy from my mind and body. Be all I can be, the version of me. I won't give up. No, I never stop. Boost me up, boost up, boost me up, boost me up.
One glass of Suppligent has 8 vitamins and minerals and is power-packed with protein to maintain healthy muscle mass. The day is yours. Suppligent boosts you up.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Hold on. Rooney still online? Who want to big up some of our sponsors? Big up to the sponsor. Rooney still online, though?
Big up your sponsor.
Rooney, let me try something.
Big up your sponsor.
Big one, big them out. But let me try something.
That's me there. Just big up your sponsor.
Lord Jesus, Rooney, I'm going to big up the sponsor. I miss me, I got to do it. You don't have to tell me if you do it. I miss me, I got to do it, right? But here's weird.
I'm me there. Don't worry about me. Just one.
No. But here's the point I want to make to you. You ask why Jamaicans don't pick white people to play for Jamaica. Rooney.
Why we don't go overseas?
Rooney, we go overseas to look for people with a Jamaican background.
And we don't have out of many one people.
Rooney, it is. I am going to answer you though, but I will.
So you have white people out here.
Rooney, there are very few players with Jamaican background that are completely white.
I honestly don't know that, my boss. I don't know that.
You don't know that for you to have a Jamaican background, it's unlikely that you are fully white and you play ball.
Just listen to what I say, Orville. I don't know that.
Rooney.
You understand me?
Rooney, anything
you don't want information.
No, you know what?
You say come to learn. You say
well, I am telling you, Rooney.
And the man are educated.
You tell me, say, you don't have no.
I never said that.
I never said that.
I said, Rooney.
So, and I'm asking why we don't get a couple white players to come and play for us.
Because very few of them exist, Rooney.
Very few of them exist.
There are very few. We don't go to foreign to look black or white ballers. No, we got to look ballers of Jamaica.
Players that we have.
And with Jamaica.
That we have.
And with Jamaican background.
It's just
Yorkshire is under no such obligation.
It's just a coincidence that we don't have it. We couldn't find a white player. You understand?
Rooney.
It's fine, not a problem.
Rooney.
I get that. I understand that.
This comparison.
Jamaica. The JFF goes abroad for people with Jamaican background. That means even if you're black and a Bajan background, you can't make a Jamaican.
Remember, you see me there ask a question.
And it is unlikely that you will be.
Let me ask you a question. If you would work for KLS now, right, and you set things, does that implicate all the KLS?
Yes.
It does?
It implicate the radar part. Rooney, what's the point you're making? The Jamaican example of black and white is poor. Yorkshire don't have to pick nobody with no special background. We do.
And Yorkshire
have the whole world.
Listen to what I say now. Yorkshire, you don't know how much white per black or black per white is in Yorkshire.
But
right?
Yorkshire is not restricted to picking people from Yorkshire.
Oh God, just now we don't know me, man. You said they are not restricted. Me get that, I understand that, Orville. Me get that, I understand it.
Well, if you understand it, then don't they argue?
So all I'm saying to you is, when we go now and we say, I need a player. I need this player or a player. Why do I have to take a black player?
Who did say them have to?
But that do not be them because them never take a black player.
We never say them have to.
I want to tell them racist because them never take a black player.
No, that's not the only reason. That's not the only reason.
What is the other reason?
One, a player said them racist and several players were found guilty.
So they went out and they got other ethnicities to play for them. And the same player there said them racist.
No, man.
So they didn't have any. They didn't have any.
They
black
did,
players.
Rooney.
They didn't have any.
Rooney, but
Indian players.
Rooney,
No,
you say you're asking for information, but you are the do all of the talking as to what from one.
Okay, because
so you claim to come for information, but you are making the whole.
I don't really point out that he doesn't really come for information. Him get
you just a come for talk where you want.
Me just a come for talk on more time.
Yes.
And you don't listen to
situation. You say them racist. What is the reason for them being racist? Because they never get no black player.
They were implicated, Rooney. They were
implicated. They went out them get other ethnicity.
You win the argument.
Rooney, you win the argument.
Big up yourself. All right, Cars Manufacturing, Anybet, big up. Sampars Cash and Carry, First Global Bank, Ministry of Transport and Mining, Island Traffic Authority, some of our sponsors. Big them up, support them.
Yeah. Boy, somebody just text me something about Rooney on the phone. I can't repeat it. All right, here's Dwight Chateau. Expect more of the same kind of reasoning, people.
Why are you doing them on that?
No,
we don't know.
Good afternoon. No,
hello? Good afternoon, Dwight Chateau.
Hey, good afternoon. How are you doing?
You'd have to surprise me first.
Oh, okay. So let me just start by saying, I have a statement I have to read. I agree with Orville about the non-selection of Hetmeyer to the white ball team. I think that, like Orville, I believe that Hetmeyer is a joker. We need to get him act together before we select him. All right, that's supposed to take the guys off from my back, right?
No, because we know say you only.
Why?
Because we know say you only.
Zidane. That's supposed to use up to my pressure.
Yes, it should.
It should I use up to my pressure?
No, but we are conscious why you're doing that. So now you're ready for
no,
the
man.
full
This is something I 100% believe.
But that's not
ask Zidane, man. I think
no.
a straight up joke.
No. Yeah, but that is not what your call is about. So your call is about
wait.
No, go ahead now.
Wait, hold on. I have to dedicate an entire call of agreeing with you, Orville.
No, you could dedicate.
So why do we have Stat Rick?
No.
Wait, not that marketing term that we have Stat Rick on the program for.
You can dedicate an entire call to having a view that 1 out of 10 times coincide with mine.
Anyway, more I get to more on talk about today. Orville, you watch the 18 game?
The 18 game.
18.
No.
The West Indies 18 against Bangladesh.
But Kirk make a good 90 at this
wait, no, man. You say it. So you
I'm
know
not
him.
seeing the
game. So this follows the 86 where I make.
Big up, Kirk.
Okay.
Make a
Do you believe the Bangladesh bowlers are playing competitive cricket?
I would think that is more likely to be competitive than the what you call it.
You think it is more likely?
More likely to be a competitive game.
Oh, this is new. So why do you think it is more likely for these Bangladesh 18 bowlers to be playing harder than the weak Sedley bowlers?
Because meeting 18 tours over the years are something that cricketers aspire to be, especially if you want to get to the next level. While a game like World Weeks is new within the confines of what West Indies cricket is.
Hold on. So let me get it right. So they announced we're introducing a new tournament. It's called the World Weeks.
Yes.
We're taking the best of the best and we'll be putting them together and we'll be having them play.
Right.
Gentlemen, our selection to the A-team tour and also our selection to the senior team will be looking at performances in these World Weeks. And you say the players them hear that and no one will not take them serious.
I never said that. You know one of the problems I have with you, do I?
That's them what you say.
No.
But you're not for going.
No, but so that we don't have this, so that we don't have this problem every call.
Okay.
One of the things that you do that I find very annoying is virtually every time you call, you misquote what I say.
But every time I call, you also take time out to waste my call.
No, because you are now saying I said nobody takes.
Okay, so I'm asking Orville.
I never said
players hearing that. Do you believe that it was likely that they would take something like that seriously and try to perform at an intense level?
Good question. Good question. I believe that it is more likely that they'll take regional 4-day cricket more seriously.
Lord of mercy. May I ask a simple question and you know answer me?
But it's seriously relative to what?
Said we're going to take the best cricketers, put them together, let them play some games. And coming out of that, we're going to select some A team and we're going to use that to consider the test tour of India in the summer. And you're saying players heard that. And what is your opinion? Did they believe they needed to perform in the World Week, so you think that they didn't need to?
All right, let me answer this question. I believe that the World Weeks coming at the end of the regional tournament may not yet have the same intensity factor as the traditional repeat.
Hey, Zidane, you some tell her when I will get a question to ask.
But I'm saying I wasn't there.
But I'm not allowed to interrupt him, and all him just said was milk out the time.
I don't know.
He can't answer the question.
I don't know if they saw it as
question whether or not players would take it seriously.
And I'm saying
and you're answering something that nobody asked.
Would they take it as seriously as?
Yeah. What do you said?
Seriously, as compared to what?
The level of the competitive standard in the world.
And I'm saying I don't know.
And you started that because you pointed to Mackenzie. You pointed to the fact that Mackenzie never did make no runs during the regional.
No, it's not just Mackenzie though.
No,
let me tell you from.
But you identified Mackenzie.
No, let me tell you from where I was.
No, but you also identified.
All right,
Mackenzie,
so you said that now. I may say something. I'm saying I have learned long time that merely putting together all-star players doesn't necessarily create the same quality games. And one thing that I've been convinced about was the all-D versus all-man game at the national stage.
But we are talking cricket now.
No, but I'm talking.
No, wait, man. No.
No, but my philosophy.
No, nobody making anybody promises out of all-man.
No, man.
Zidane,
yes,
is there any promise of any selection to any university? Or anything coming out of all these?
We hear some scouts come down on them.
No, man, no. You hear that there's a guarantee that if you play well,
there was no guarantee. There was no guarantee that if you perform at the 18, you're going to make West Indies. No guarantee. Nobody said that a performance in the World Weeks game guarantees you a test game. It's not true.
No, the man never said guarantee.
You just said he said
A team
will help.
They said A team, and they said they also will look at it when considering position.
Yes, and I'm saying I don't know that the fact that selectors will look at it necessarily.
But they did follow through with what they did. The performances in the World Weeks.
And you believe
shape the selection of the A team. People like Connell, who never showed up, who was the best bowler in regional, never made the A team tour.
And you believe that
people
because
like Powell, who played well in regional, never made the A team tour because he played poorly in the World Weeks. I can name a couple other players.
You believe that Cornwall selection to the West Indies team depends on World Weeks?
Take the break and come up. We'll
take the break. We're coming.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute. It's sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, Edgechem, Any Bet, at Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill.
Worcestershire seamer Josh Tong has been added to the England squad for the first test of the summer against Ireland. The 25-year-old Tong impressed as part of the England Lions squad that toured Sri Lanka in February. He's not replacing anyone in the squad, but adds to the bowling attack after recent injury worries for James Anderson and Ollie Robinson. The test against Ireland starts on Thursday, June 1 at Lord's. That's Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Call 876-929-9146 and in Maypen. Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Any Bet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly at Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill. Celebrate good food, celebrate good vibes.
Create a classic stone look to top off your mahogany and espresso cupboard. The eye-catching appeal of granite, marble, dolomite, and the traditional quartz embodies your creativity for perfection. Sturdy, impervious to scratches and bacteria, with low maintenance and requires no sealing. Select from a wide variety of stones at 10 to 12 Cleardale Avenue, 2 roads below Amara Road. Garrett Trading and Installation. Call 876-634-9773-4. Design your style.
We may be all over the world, but we're still in this together. Feel, make it easy for you get your money. So if you have to get a thing from your brother or mommy, hey, it's a not Insta, it's a MoneyGram. Zoom, check your phone, your money land. VNBS money transfer. CFR, faster, easier. Sign up for VNBS direct to bank account transfer today. No matter step out, behind the line, straight in your account, money reach long time. VNBS money transfer.
Turn your passion into winnings with JustBet. Watch your favorite international leagues and tournaments and get in the game with JustBet. We have the best odds on over 100 sports: football, basketball, boxing, rugby, motorsports, even virtual matches. Register on the JustBet mobile platform, mobile.justbetja.com, or visit one of our over 100 JustBet locations island-wide. What are you waiting for? Get in the game and win big with JustBet.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, Dwight Chateau, back with you.
Statement again. For those who come in late, I agree with Orville about the non-selection of Edmire. I totally 100% agree with Orville with that. Edmire is a joke. I need to get them act together. All right, so back to this thing. Orville, the last time I asked you about Ricky Skerritt, you said you were not impressed with his leadership during his time at the Elma Regional Cricket.
Actually, again, you're right. Actually, again, that's not what I quite.
All right, tell me what you said. That's why I asked you a question.
I said that as far as the Test cricket is concerned, I don't think we were in a worse off during his time as president.
Is that true?
Without going into the figures, just looking at the way the team was trying, I wouldn't mark him any harder. You
don't believe that Test team was playing? Well, let's never talk about Test cricket. You don't believe that Test cricket team was playing better over Ricky Skerritt's tenure and improved?
I don't know what the numbers say, but when I looked at the team, them looked like they were trying. And sometimes that is all you can ask.
So we entered the last Test series against South Africa with a mathematical chance of going to the finals of the World Test Championship. Don't you think that meant something? That
but you and I are saying the same thing, though. I'm saying that
you know of West Indies cricket team.
I am saying, but Dwight, I'm agreeing with you. But you're arguing even when we are agreeing. I'm saying that where the Test cricket is concerned, because you're so programmed to take on what I say. You didn't realize that me I say.
No, what you said.
I'm saying that where the Test cricket is concerned, I can't see any. I would feel that the team was trying. We look okay.
We're not talking trying. We're asking whether or not the team improved.
And I'm saying that number, I have to know what the numbers look like.
Oh,
but
so
I was pleased with what I saw with the Test cricket.
Okay, so you're willing to concede that the team might have improved.
It's not a concession. A concession is when you were saying something else, you know. Based on my understanding of the English language.
Well, the first thing I heard is that the team looked no better.
No. White
so are you not willing to change that?
I never said any such. No, sir.
Well, yes. All right.
You hear me
just make a statement, I will move to
you hear me stop me school now when you come
just make a statement, I will move.
From years now, I've been saying, let Phil Simmons stay as the Test coach. And not the white ball coach. Hold on. Why would I be saying that?
Orville, did you see?
But I'm answering you this way.
No.
When I said keep Simmons as the red ball coach, but not the white ball, what was I saying?
I don't know. I'm just asking if you saw improvement.
I rest.
Did you see improvement?
No, man, I can't waste my time.
But you're not answering the question.
I have argued
everything around, but not saying definitively.
I have argued long and hard that Simmons as the red ball coach in Test cricket, I have seen enough for him to continue.
Lord of mercy.
And he would have done.
Man, if him see improvement.
Me not answer you.
Me don't know what enough mean to you.
All right. Well, me done.
All right. What about Skerritt's tenure over the other affairs of West Indies cricket? Sponsorship dollars coming in. The reopening of the academy. Don't you think he was excellent where that was concerned?
The reopening of an academy, was it an excellent move?
Yeah.
I thought that there was a routine.
You thought after the man before him made the decision to close the academy, that it was a routine move for the next man coming in to open it?
Routine. Because it was there before and in reopened. You see, if he was the person who did from
why the man before close it?
Maybe that was a mistake.
Huh?
But if you open something,
but the man
that was
before never acknowledged that it was a mistake.
No, that's a different argument, though.
Huh?
If me open
you say it's routine. Routine mean it.
Routine means it was always there and it locked. Can you open it again?
Oh, by the way, you know, so Kurt McKenzie went to the academy, right?
Therefore?
I'm just saying, you know, one of the guys who went to the academy is not.
Me not have a problem with the academy.
What about improvement to revenue? This man brought in the most revenue we have ever seen in the history of West Indies cricket.
You have information.
$78 million.
Well, it's not helping the white ball team perform.
We're not talking about whether or not you think it's helping.
No, I don't want
a new president in now.
No.
But the last finances
I am
show
judging
that
a
the man
president.
brought in $78 million.
I am yes, but
made
is
the
it
most in sponsorship dollars?
how is that
24 million.
translating to performance on the field?
Orville,
Especially white ball.
do you believe that this man did well in bringing in more money than we have ever seen?
You are telling me, I don't know what the figures are. Me no know because me no know the figures.
But I say you know like Ricky Skerritt, dog.
Let's take a next.
Big up yourself, Dwight.
So after we're trying to have a call.
That coming to a sarcasm. He was being sarcastic.
No, Dwight for call and just make 1 day out of Dwight 1 day out of the 5 days. And I understand you being Dwight shot to the other 4. But 1 day, don't misquote me. Make rational, reasonable remarks. 1 day for the week. Let's call it on a Wednesday. You try it today. All right. So Wednesday's Dwight. May expect you to go back to Dwight Thursday and Friday. But next Wednesday, if you call, don't misquote me. Don't just say something if you say something sick. Who do we have now?
We have no Shawnee. All right. WhatsApp messages.
Yeah. By the way, Brandon King met Ducks in another game, yeah. And I think he met Ducks in the first innings as well. And when Desmond Ian said, play some red ball cricket no more, boss, make we see how you shape up. And people say, just pick him because he's Brandon King and him bad in a white ball cricket over the last 12 months. Well, it doesn't always work that way. While Mackenzie has cracked some half-century and thing, Brandon has failed in his 2 innings so far.
All right. Message is brought here by BH Paints. Paint it, love it with BH Paints.
Yeah.
Text message.
It's now time for text messages on the sports desk.
All right. Good day, Sports family. As a Gunner supporter, it was our bench and depth of our team why we never go over the hurdle. Man City today, I use an under 20 bench. Something about playing time. This is fuzzy. Good day, all. Brighton put up a fight against Pep and Man City. 31 minutes in its. I'm not sure what he's saying here. I can't understand that one. The grammar that will take too much work to figure that out. In case of Mark Taylor, Bradman was still alive. So, when Matthew had met the record, Bradman was dead. That's the Virginia said. So Mark Taylor never wanted to break the record while the man was alive. Well, I don't know what truth to that. Orville, some truth in what Anonymous was saying. Brand make 375 and 10 years time, a man lick it off. How long after did he met the 400? Lord of his mercy, my boss. Brian never met the 400 in the very first innings after Matthew Hayden met the 375. It wasn't his first innings after. So if Brian could decide to make 400 anytime you want to make 400, then he would make it the first innings.
But the bigger point is if West Indies was in a position to win the game, Lara would have scored quick runs to put back England.
Yeah.
But West Indies was
and the other big teams very rarely go back that long unless they try save a game. And usually if your team big, I very rarely you go find yourself if you try save too many games. Yeah. The big Australian teams with Steve or them, a very few games they're gonna try save. And if they're gonna save a game, it is the last hour, the last 2 hours. Yeah. For you to make 400 mean that you're behind from day one. You know?
Yes.
For me, allow you for about 2.5 days. Mm-hmm. And the last hour, the last 2 sessions, you're in a problem. You know?
No.
England and them, and they're going to start thinking to them in a trouble from the first session or the first 2 sessions or the first day. So only the small teams are going in that position. Mm-hmm. So there's a whole lot of things to it. Give me the next one. Zidane, we lost the EPL because of lack of squad depth, but also to the goat of managers. But we did well. This is Stone. We need to start ban some callers, starting with Rooney for talking crap. Well, people, here's another one. According to Rooney, the people who enslaved black people weren't racist. They only wanted some black people to work their cane fields. Rooney is crazy. I'm not even so sure what that person has said, but I think Rooney can be criticized, but I don't think that one is fair. Gentlemen, while I agree that Brian Lara is probably the greatest batsman ever, I can't agree with the caller that Lara only get out if he wanted to get out. I mean, this is ridiculous. In that case, then we can say Lara sabotaged the West Indies by getting out at those times when he did. Simple. Give me a next one, Deshaun. All right, that's it. Voice note. Wrap it up. All right.
All right. Those were brought here by BH Paints. Paint it, love it with BH Paints. All right, we'll go back to the phone lines. All right. Oh, Pioneer.
Reginald, I'm not here.
Yes, my boss.
Zidane, I never come, but I look at things.
You come from me.
Yeah, I always have a thing in sports called time and score.
Time and score.
You marks that.
Time and score.
Yeah.
What's that?
In every sport, people tell us you have to be aware of the time and score.
No, I've ever heard that term.
All right.
Time and score.
Are you aware of something that's called situation awareness?
Yes.
All right. So Zidane, now pose the question. It's point of that. If two teams are playing a football game together, very intense game, battle to the end. In the 92nd, and the fourth official just held up 3 minutes of extra time. So we are left with a few seconds.
3 minutes of stoppages, not extra time.
Yeah, man, stoppage time, yeah. A defender makes a careless stop and concedes a penalty. See? Which you think are going to win? It's 1-1. Who do you think are going to win?
Who may think are going to win?
No, before the tackle, the score is 1-1. Who's going to win in that game, Harvey?
There's no a penalty.
No, before the penalty.
Before the penalty, it was 1-1.
No,
yeah.
Nobody win. Nobody
Yeah. Nobody was winning. The game was 1-1.
So, yeah. Time and score, game drawn. A minute left in the game. Now, as the situation I'm just saying, one team concedes a clearly penalty.
Yeah, man. One man kicked down, a man enough kick down. Penalty.
Good, Tim? All right.
Man, them kick the ball in the goal. Just get to the point. Quick.
Yeah, man. No, spot it. The ball is spotted. Spot here. Does it make a difference in the results of the game whether the man score or not score?
Does it make? Of course, it make a. It is one of the things that makes a difference.
No, man. But you just said these guys make a difference.
No, I never said that, my boss.
Situation in a game can't.
I said no one. I said no one play determines a game.
You said no one situation is different. That's what you told the man.
No one play determines the outcome of a game. That is what I said.
Does it make sense that the man step up to the penalty and kick it in the goal or miss?
No, I think he used the word determined, man.
No, man, he said different. G-Star used the word different.
No, well, listen what I was arguing. My argument is, over the course of your talk about football, 90 minutes, no one act determines who win no game.
Situation awareness, and the time.
No situation, whatever that situation is not what determines the outcome of the game.
It is going to determine the game.
No.
It's going to determine the game. This game is at 1-1, and while standing over the ball with a few seconds.
There's a whole lot more things that determine that it is 1-1 than just that play. Some great goalkeeping could have been make it 4-1. Some shot miss.
Up to that time and in the game and the score at that time.
Well,
that situation that is going to determine the outcome.
No, well, that is not what determines the game.
Hold on, Pioneer. I think I can help you all clarify the situation when you come back from this break. We're coming back.
Super Center, everything for your home and more.
Whether you are redecorating your home, looking for a gift idea, or simply feel for some retail therapy, Ascent Super Center is the place to be. Regal Plaza Kingston and Linstead. We have it all. From linens and curtains to appliances and cookware, furniture, rugs, and wall decor. It's everything for your home and more.
Ascent Super Center, we're gonna make you smile. Make you smile. Ascent Super Center, it's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
It's finally here. Cavalier and Portmore United meet in the grand finale of the Link Cup Friday night at 8 o'clock. And all roads lead to Sabina Park to witness the battle for the first trophy of the season. Come out in your numbers and watch the ending of this quest. Admission just $1,000. Plus, you'll get a chance to win $25,000 when you pay with Link to enter. And also, don't miss the third place playoff at 5 between Dunbeholden and Harbourview. This is it, the final Link Up for the Link Cup. Come out Friday night.
The Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission, JADCO, needs your help to eliminate doping and keep sport clean. If you have concerns about any doping activity, you can share the information with JADCO anonymously. The information you share will be treated with the highest level of confidentiality. Make the right call if you see something, say something. Protect clean sport. Protect our legacy. To report doping activity, call 888-429-5232. Or visit the JADCO website at jadco.gov.jm. A message from the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission.
My Mega Mart, best value by far.
With so much to do in one location, make Mega Mart your one-stop shop. Pick up your groceries and houseware needs, grab a bite and pay some bills, fill your prescriptions and see the beauty products in our pharmacy, all in one amazing location. My Mega Mart, the best value by far.
My Mega Mart, best value by far.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Boy. All right, Pioneer, we're back with you.
Pioneer. I think the point Orville is making that the man that scores that penalty now to quote unquote win the game, would you automatically name him man player of the game?
No. That's different argument. No, I never use your word on this. You said the man that said determined. Let me ask you the same question. The man did thing over the penalty. It's 1-1, and the time is almost over. Will the common game be determined by whether he scores or he misses?
No, if you're asking at that point in time, but I don't analyze sports like you.
Okay, and that is why I tell that there's something in sports called time.
My argument is about an analysis of the whole football game.
That's right. You're not sure. Zidane, you are you company.
Yeah, all right.
The Anthony Davis match. Then?
Yes.
All right. Now here you're criticizing Steph Curry after they lost in game 6 after to the Lakers. You are already beating Steph Curry badly the day after.
What did it say again?
Jesus.
No, I don't remember what I said about Steph.
All right, but anyway, game set. You're forward the other day. What was that? It was Anthony Davis shooting.
His field goal percentage?
Yeah.
About 40 or so.
He was 6 of 15 from the field. 40%.
Yes.
Then now you have a 38-year-old co-star. You are supposed to be the main star. The man is supposed to be the co-star. This man carries your team. Scores 31 points and a half. Saying you are supposed to be the man now. You are the younger of the stars. You are supposed to be the man who's supposed to carry the rest of the load.
No, man. But guess what, Pioneer? Hear how you inconsistent now. You laud and praise Draymond Green for his great defensive.
No, not do that. Not do that.
But I'm saying Anthony Davis, my boss, is Lakers' best. Hold on, Pioneer. Anthony, Lord of his
but at least make him at the point.
Yeah, I'm saying.
And then you counter.
Anthony Davis is Lakers' best rebounder, best shot blocker. Him steal as much as LeBron James. So he would have done a lot of other things very well to keep Lakers in the game. I don't dismiss all of that. He could have been more efficient from the field. Yes, I agree.
Let me tell you why I beat him.
Yes.
And why I'm saying yellow belly. Because me come up with that. Yellow belly.
Yes.
Anthony was the biggest man on that field. See? Bigger than the Joker. Denver has no effective shot block. Denver now play with a shot block. Which means Anthony Davis should be dominating in the plane. Joker play the most efficient defense. He might the biggest nugget on the court. See, and Anthony Davis played.
He missed some near shot.
Hey, Pioneer.
Yeah.
Your phone I got in and out. But let me tell you yourself.
Yeah.
Let me tell you yourself.
Tell me.
You once came up and said, Anthony Davis is not that guy.
Yeah,
and the next year improved, say the guy.
I came back and said.
You came back and said, the guy. You say, when I play now, me, you say, me never see him in the final.
I'm a flip-flop. Yeah, so you're a flip-flopper, Pioneer.
Well, I know. You say, but you're not even make the final.
Well, I praise Steph Curry. I'm a beat him.
No, I have never heard any Steph Curry.
I praise Draymond Green.
I have never heard any such thing from him.
Stop it, man.
Not on the radio.
Maybe, well, I have been on radio beating Draymond. Just stop it.
Not Steph Curry. But not Steph Curry.
Maybe
you have Steph Curry in your all-time top 5 and can't play the defense.
Heading to 5.
Boss, you have Steph Curry in that. If you're going to pick an all-time great starting 5, you have Steph Curry as a point guard, and that man can't defend my boss.
Let's not from the point I'm trying to.
But why you want to dismiss the man 14 rebounds per game?
No, hold on.
And dominating
I'm not dismissing anything. I'm saying
you know that Nikola Jokic came down from what he did against the Phoenix Suns.
All right.
Kevin Durant averaged 29 points against this team. Kevin Durant is a far better offensive player than Anthony Davis. So I don't expect Anthony Davis to average 30. It can't happen, my boss.
Who said he did average 30?
I'm saying to you, Kevin Durant is far better than.
Average 26 in a series against Lakers, and you beat it.
No, but I'm
32 points in the closeout.
no, man, no, I don't remember beating Steph Curry, boss. I'm saying stop comparing Steph Curry to LeBron. I said stop comparing him to LeBron James. That's the point I was making. Stop comparing Steph Curry to LeBron James.
Anthony Davis in this series was disappointing. He was even the good score party. He started scoring. He was woeful in the first half of the game, and the game was almost.
Was Nikola Jokic disappointing in the series as a scorer?
No,
but he averaged 27 points per game, barely better than Davis.
No, but who won the series?
Who?
Everything is in the context of wins and losses.
That's not a mistake. You don't criticize the man based on the result of the team.
No, Pioneer, you can't answer that. No.
And that you no bramble with this, my boss. I know that is the key. I know that is the problem because the Lakers won the series and Anthony played the same way with the same grade.
Yeah.
You answer that.
You can't analyze the sport to me.
No, man, you can't determine that one man shot 27 and did well, and one man shot 26 and was poor. Because one man win and the other didn't win.
Joke, my boss.
Can't analyze it. So.
All right. Judge, all right. You are good percentage.
One was Anthony Davis was 49 from the field.
And Joker was 56.
Yeah, but 49 is not poor.
Don't say it was poor. That's my point.
This is what I'm saying. No, I'm saying he was all right. Contextualize. Some like to contextualize. Anthony Davis, and this is something else that beat AD for another thing. His calorie statistics for Anthony Davis. People we are listening up weirdly. This man is most of his basket around the rim. People around the rim are expected to be more efficient. More times than not, they shoot over 50%. Zidane, am I right or am I wrong?
Pioneer, let me ask you.
Someone who scores around the rim.
Pioneer.
And Anthony Davis was the biggest player.
Let me tell you, I may blame Anthony Davis for my boss. Is for when he's most needed offensive. And there's an argument to be made for that. Me wouldn't go so far. There's one thing to jack up points, but there's another thing to getting points when the team desperately look to you now to jack up the points. And when he was needed.
Game 4. And LeBron James had nothing left. The man gave
exactly.
But hold on, man. Since you say Anthony, hold on, my boss, man. The man have to guard Nikola Jokic for almost most of the
LeBron James guarded in the second half. LeBron
James is the greatest basketball player of all time. Stop lightning. Why you comparing LeBron James to Anthony Davis? What is wrong with you? No, you don't judge Anthony Davis by LeBron James. LeBron James is the greatest player of all time, boss. Stop it.
No, you said greatest power forward of all time.
No, I never said greatest. I never used the word greatest. Don't try that. I said he's the most skilled power forward of all. Nice try. Big up.
It's in closing. I'm going to tell you why. Some players, all right, Anthony not the greatest two-puncher. See? All right, there was one of the games. I think it was game 3 or game. I don't remember. It might have been game 3. Anthony Davis goes to the corner and hits that 3-pointer from the corner. I don't know if that was designed play or it was set up that way. However, on the next possession down, as he leaves his hand at the rim as a better 3-point shooter than AD, and AD is in the corner again, jacking up the second shot which he missed. And it's next possession down again. The same thing, AD in the corner again.
Yeah. All right, Pat. What's been the most dominant defender in the playoffs?
In the playoffs?
Yes.
So far?
Yes.
You can't go on 80.
Man, I go on 80. You see my nitpick on the table in a corner tree.
We have to
Pioneer. Was great overall.
The producer say you've been on for 10 minutes, so we have to leave.
Yeah, man, no problem.
All right, cool.
I'll come back tomorrow and tell you.
Yeah, man.
All right. So we end with shipping port now. Shipping port.
Yeah, what's on what?
What you say, shipping port?
Yeah, I feel I have a question for you. I ask you about 2 weeks ago. You don't give me an answer. I ask you now.
What up?
Now that the NBA is boiling down.
Yes.
Which team do you pick to win the NBA? Remember I asked you that question?
Right now, as we are right now, Denver.
You remember I asked you that question?
Yeah.
I remember when I asked you that question and I gave you which team, and even I picked the team that I...
You are the one that I know for sure on this program that before the start of the playoffs, you came out and said you're the Denver Nuggets. I remember.
Yeah, me here Correction never said so, man. Correction. You never said so, brother.
No,
he said that.
no,
correction, I take credit. Wait, no,
he
not
did
deserve.
not. Is when the Phoenix series was going on and they went up to it. Then him text me phone and thought, but it looked like it's a year for the Joker.
I think it was the Phoenix series that he
yes,
said
the boss.
I remember clearly, man, correction. He never said so, not the first series.
Not at all.
Well, I remember when I said Denver, they got sweep Lakers 4-love. And Miami, they got 3-love up my Celtics. I go in the next game.
Yeah, but here's the thing now. Zidane.
Yes.
Here, Garvey, man. Garvey no call it.
No, I haven't heard from him today.
You know, I came 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, and I said for the Kentucky Derby, I give my predictions. You know. I named 4 horses. In 40, who was the big red hot favorite, Practical Move, Angel of Empire, and Mage. Well, Practical Move got injured, I think, the Thursday. The Friday, 4th of the favorite was scratched for the same injury. Left with 2, Angel of Empire and Mage. The winner who I had was the Angel of Empire. So if it come down to 2, a first and second, I have to go pick. So I picked Angel of Empire to win and Mage to come second. Well, Mage in the race and Angel of Empire came third, you know. So I'm going to come and big up my chest and Garvey said, that's a fast man, take a puff chest. You never pick the winner. The winner came third, so you can't take no glory. I let my own and go sit down, you know. But then again, there came the next 2 weeks after, Saturday gone. I sat down, went through the thing, analyzed the whole thing, and I said, this is an ass coming in with 8 weeks of rest. An ass named National Treasure, trained by the greatest trainer ever, Bob Buffett, against Michigan, who was the red hot favorite. And I picked National Treasure and this program in the Preakness to get Mage. So 1-2, I pick again, you know. Well, National Treasure came through and won that race. Mage never came second, he came third. So, more of my respect right there, so. As a man who can predict it a yard and predict it a broad.
Did you pick Atomic weekend, gone?
No, well, on, man. Me listen, we I'm very much disappointed. Way too much, no, brother. Orville.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah. You have 30 seconds.
Listen, 30 seconds. It's when they're high school, I in a grade 9, and then put in a grade 7 and say, go to some grade 7 work. You know, mash up that easily.
Probably. More than likely.
A bright grade 9 student and then put it down.
Yeah. If you're a bright grade 9.
You know, for Atomica, they set a race for Atomica. Atomica went down about 2 or 3 grade down, you know.
No, me ask you if you did predict him. That's all me say.
Yeah, but Atomica couldn't lose that. You know, you see a grade 9 grade 7 student. Atomica couldn't lose that. Another big field run again.
Okay, we have to leave it there.
Me could have this
call earlier tomorrow.
No name, man. I'm gonna make it better from your way, man. Atomica can improve nothing and do nothing impressive.
All right. Yeah, man. Big up shipping club. All right, that's it, people. As usual, let's thank all the people who took the time out to call us. We appreciate it. And the listeners who took the time out to listen to us as well. Big up Oster Height, the technical operator. Craig Manning was also in the hottest chair. Sean Grant, the producer. Join us tomorrow, same place, same time. We'll do it all over again. Until then, have yourselves a great evening.
That's the Sports Desk for today. Remember to tune in and participate on the Sports Desk Mondays through to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m.
Health Alert is sponsored by Bashco, the store that gives you more, and the National Health Fund. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
Wash your hands frequently. Regularly and thoroughly clean your hands with an alcohol-based hand rub or wash them with soap and water. Washing your hands with soap and water or using alcohol-based hand rub kills viruses that may be on your hands.
Health Alert is sponsored by Bashco, the store that gives you more, and the National Health Fund. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you. You're listening to KLAS FM. We now continue with a live program from our partner station, Omega Radio.
DeSantis is expected to make his announcement during a live appearance on Twitter with Elon Musk by his side. President Biden, along with First Lady Jill Biden, are commemorating the one-year anniversary of the mass shooting at an elementary school in Uvalde, Texas. Biden calls it a tragedy and is again urging Congress to do something to stop the epidemic of gun violence. 19 children and 2 teachers were killed. A former constitutional law professor who's now a member of Congress says President Biden invoking the 14th Amendment to prevent a U.S. default is easy, since the Constitution says the U.S. cannot default.
The president must continue to pay the Social Security and Medicare recipients. He's got to pay the bondholders of the United States. He's got to pay the veterans.
Democratic Representative Jamie Raskin says any Republicans who would sue to stop Biden would have to prove standing, meaning that they've been harmed by the United States paying its bills. Even though he says both sides are still far apart, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy does expect Republicans and Democrats to come to an agreement to raise the debt ceiling. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says Congress needs to raise the ceiling by June 1st to avoid default. And the number of Americans who own stock is at a 15-year high. New Gallup survey found 61% of Americans have money in the stock market. This is USA News. Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton is not joining the calls for Senator Dianne Feinstein to resign from office. Many Democrats have urged the 89-year-old to step down due to ongoing health issues that are making it difficult for her to do her job. In an interview in Time magazine, Clinton said Republicans wouldn't agree to appointing a Democrat replacement for Feinstein on the Judiciary Committee, and that would prevent Democrats from approving President Biden's judicial nominees. The days of Netflix subscribers sharing their passwords are coming to an end.
The streaming company began emailing customers who have been sharing their account outside of their household Tuesday about its new password policy. Subscribers are given 2 options: transfer a profile to a new membership or share an account with someone outside of their household for about $8 a month. Netflix noted that subscribers in the same household will still be able to stream wherever they are, including at hotels and vacation homes. I'm Skip Kelly.
NBA star Steph Curry is teaming up with a Kentucky distillery to launch his own brand of alcohol. It's called Gentleman's Cut Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, and it will be distilled, aged, and bottled at Game Change Distillery. Curry is a 4-time NBA champion. The Dallas Stars are apologizing for the actions of their fans during last night's Western Conference final game. Drinks and food were thrown onto the ice during the game against Las Vegas. In a statement, the Stars say that the actions of a few fans do not represent the city or organization. I'm John Schaefer, USA News.
Get quality cars from Acorn Sales Auto Limited, located at Lot 53 West Tradeway, Portmore Town Center. Need a car from Japan or United Kingdom or special order? Call 876-616-4777 or WhatsApp 876-333-5555. They assist with registration, transfer, and license. Just visit Acorn Sales Auto at Lot 53 West Tradeway, Portmore Town Center for quality cars at competitive prices.
Acorn Sales Auto Limited is a proud sponsor of Omega Radio.
One-stop CBD shop, weight and wellness store. The Bible says that God wishes above all things for us to prosper and be in good health. CBD helps us to protect against cancer, reduce nausea, relieve spasms, decreases seizures, protects the nervous system, improves blood circulation. The address is
2780 North University Drive, Sunrise, Florida, 33323.
For more information, call 954-530-5363 or 954-861-7272. Come on down to the One-Stop CBD Shop, Weight and Wellness Store today for all your healthcare needs.
The Weight and Wellness Store is a proud sponsor of the Omega Church Broadcasting Network. WOIB would like to thank the Weight and Wellness Store for being a proud sponsor on this station. Please be advised that the One-Stop CBD Shop has hand sanitizer, foaming hand soap, antiviral immune system support, and more available to you to purchase during this troubling time. If you are in need of these items, please visit the One-Stop CBD Shop at your earliest convenience.
Glory to your name. Hallelujah. Magnificent God. Working out till it's done, yeah.
Telethon 2022. What's up, Pastor Liz?
The Telethon is what's up, Bishop.
What time is this? June 4th, 2023. Don't want to miss out on this opportunity to get your blessing. This telethon starts June 4th until June 25th. Sow your best gift. If you love Omega Radio, you want to keep Omega Radio on air, please be a blessing to Omega Radio. What do we expect from the community?
We expect you to donate.
Why, Pastor Liz?
Because we are a listener-supported station.
It is your mere generosity that keeps the station on the air. Our monthly budget is $30,000. We need your help to keep the station on the air. So when you wake in the morning, you don't hear...
Static is what you don't want to hear.
So call in and support this telethon, because I know this radio has been a blessing to you and your family. 24 hours a day, 7 days per week.
So here are ways to give. Cash App, $WOIB 1019, Zelle 954-773-4444. Or you can go to the website, WOIB.net, and click on donation.
Love Omega Radio, support Omega Radio. When you cannot go to preach the word of God around the world, you can send your finances. Add Omega as a benefactor. Add us to your will. Let's do this together. Look for us by name at Jamaica National 20000267789 or ask for the U.S. account, or you can go to NCB and look for us by name Omega Church Broadcasting Network SA Limited 361-400-372 or ask for the U.S. account 954-900-4310. That's the number for you to call
to support this station.
Thank you for supporting Telethon. Thank you for supporting Omega Radio. Working out the Telethon,
You little rats, you never know you would have get catch. Indulging at the flesh, now your life is a mess. Real stress. Man a pastor, I mean I go do it. Fornication, stitching up, mix up in a man a pastor, I mean I go do it. Adultery, I mean I go do it. Man a pastor, I mean I go do it. Fornication, stitching up, mix up in a man a pastor, I mean I go do it. Adultery, so when she see me, she say hi. Ask her if I pain she a feel. Man I serve Master Jesus for real. She say, Pastor, how you know? I must Master God tell you something. I have a cut that no well while you in. Then she show me the bus line. Say she can't help how she feel. She not stop me and her raffy deal. Me say chicken me no damn breast leg and tie me no buy no big deal. I be a vegetable and me meal. She say me finger nail short flour me need all banana me peel. You know why I ain't no nothing with the team. Girl, read me lips and try get twisted to me. Now my wife is like magnet steel. She say, oh you for real? You never get some but the feel over the moon. This how would that make you feel? Stitching up astronaut. Spaceship no carry big wheel. Me satisfied with me one automobile. Cause man a pastor, I mean I go do it. Fornication, stitching up, mix up in a man a pastor, I mean I go do it. Adultery, I mean I go do it. Man a pastor, I mean I go do it. Fornication, stitching up, mix up in a man a pastor, I mean I go do it. Adultery, boy. She said, Pastor, I'm in the road. Figure school, me get some day at the mood. You never see me video on YouTube. Mr. Girl, you better cool. Find back yourself in a school. Learn trigonometry and square root. She say maths class she hate, but a music class she choose. Cause she love blow trumpet and flute. Girl, you a musician, you bad. You blow sax and trombone too. You can't get a job through your crew. She said that might be true, but I don't make focus right now. Love how you fit in and your suit. You ever hear about Christ? You, me want to baptize. Come on, I got tell you from you a little you. Never stuff in your voice. Pastor, tell me why you afraid of me size. Me tongue you can't bridle and mute. Me say girl where you a say. Me a tell you go a church Sunday. In the road I got a go and plant your root. Cause man a pastor, I mean I go with fornication, stitching no mix up in a man a pasta. I mean, I got with adultery, I mean, I got with man a pasta. I mean, I got with fornication, stitching no mix up in a man a pasta. I mean, I got with adultery, no. They are the most of man a wait. She said that you are procrastinating. Can they talk about fate? Me kick back on the meds. She still a try get inside me head. I tell me fate without works is dead. This is scripture you are quote. Repent before you regret. Cause the wages of sin yet is dead. She said you see me na me. You would have washed with cold sweat. All your pulpit you would have forget. Your A you are rewire. You see P you are fi reset. Your whole motherboard does a car set. She said virus me no have. Master pushing your flash drive no fret. I will protect your files and asset. Me say you need the Holy Ghost. Right now fi full up all your soul like Facebook and Twitter and the internet. Me give her the church address and tell her she know what to do next. Move along and draw the dress over your breast. Cause banana pasta, I mean I got with fornication, stitching no mix up in a banana pasta. I mean I got with adultery, I mean I got with banana pasta. I mean I got with fornication, stitching no mix up in a banana pasta. I mean I got with adultery, I mean I got with. The flesh only leads corruption, but the spirit brings life. Start of the thing, man, and straighten up your life.
Of the scriptures touch for me. Holy fire ain't a cash for me. Make it praise you crazy. Holy fire ain't a place me. God power ain't a me. If me dead, he will raise me.
Me bust a face right now, make it hyper. Come out, me burn it, beef, no me like her. What me need, vigilant like.
Alrighty, radio listeners, this is none other than your girl, Lishazadek Manning, and I'm coming to you with none other than the Praise Lord Show. Today is none other than the 24th of May, and you are here tuning into none other than the Praise Lord Show once again. So I'm going to go ahead and start us on off with this one right here by Toby Mac. This is I Just Need You. So go ahead and keep it tuned, keep it locked.
Last night put the heavy on me. Woke up and I'm feeling lonely. This world got a way of showing me. Some days it'll lift you up. Some days it'll call you bluff. Man, most of my days I ain't got enough. And all I know is you're my only hope. When I'm up, when I'm down, when the wolves come around, when my feet hit the ground, I just need you for my darkest day. When I'm losing faith, no it ain't gon' change. I just need you. Lord, I need you. Yeah, I just need you. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me when I'm beat down, broken. Hold my heart when it's split wide open. Turn these eyes to my soul protector and break the will of this born defector. Cause all I know is you're my only hope. When I'm up, when I'm down, when the wolves come around, when my feet hit the ground, I just need you on my darkest day. When I'm losing faith, no it ain't gon' change. I just need Lord, I need you. Yeah, I just need you. You pull me closer. I come to life when you pull me closer. I come to life when you pull me closer. I come to life when you pull me closer. I come to life. When I'm up, when I'm down,
Praise the Lord, everybody. This is Archbishop John Wayne Manning, President and CEO of WOIB 101.9 FM. If you are interested to get your next big event out in the community, please give us a call. We can help you with 30 seconds and 60 seconds partnership to inform the community about your next big event. Give us a call, 954-773-4444. Partner up with WOIB 101.9 FM. God bless you. We look forward to serve you, the community.
I need you. That one right there was once again I Just Need You by Toby Mac here on Omega Radio. So hope that you guys are keeping it tuned and keeping it locked. But once again, today is none other than the 24th of May here in the beautiful year of 2023. So hope that you guys are ready to go ahead and just enjoy this wonderful show that I have, in store for you guys. So go ahead and keep it tuned and keep it locked. This one right here is going to go ahead and be Lose My Soul.
Man, I want to tell y'all something, man, I'm not going to let these material things get in my way, y'all. I'm trying to get somewhere. I'm trying to get somewhere that's real and pure and true and eternal. Toby, can you get with your boy?
Father God, I am clay in your hands. Help me to stay that way through all life's demands, cause they chip and they nag and they pull at me. And every little thing I make up my mind to be. Like I'ma be a daddy who's in the mix, and I'ma be a husband who stays legit. And I pray that I'm an artist who rises above the road that is wide and filled with self-love. Everything that I see draws me, though it's only in you that I can truly see that it's a feast full of eyes, a low blow to purpose. And I'm a little kid at a 3-ring circus.
I don't wanna gain the whole world and lose my soul. Let me get what you say. I don't wanna gain the whole world and lose my soul.
Mr. Franklin, step up to the mic, sir.
The paparazzi flashes, and they think that it's you, but they don't know that who you are is not what you do. True, we get it twisted when we peek at the charts. You know, before we part from the start, where's your heart?
You a pimp?
Hustler, tell me what's your title? America has no more stars, now we call them idols. You said idol, while we teach prosperity. The first thing to prosper should be inside of me. Not because I'm 22 is on the range, but Christ came in range. We said yes, now we change. Not the same, even though I met a fall. Since I got that call, no more song, now I'm home. Yeah.
I don't wanna gain the whole world and lose my soul. Let me get what you say. I don't wanna gain the whole world and lose my soul. Let me get what you say. So I wanna walk away.
I sensitize rising. God is rising.
She's sensitizing me. I'm living in a light of eternity. Eternity. How do I sensitize this rising? It's hypnotizing me. I'm living in a light of eternity. Tell me, how do I sensitize this rising? Desensitizing me. I'm living in light of eternity.
We're relying on you. All eyes are on you, Lord. All eyes are on you.
I don't wanna gain
Forgive us when we get consumed by the things of this world that fight for our love and our passion. As our eyes are open wide on you, grant us the privilege of your worldview. And may your kingdom be what wakes us up and lays us down.
Alrighty. That one right there was Lose My Soul here on Omega Radio. But once again, you guys are tuned into the Praise Lord Show. And I personally come on here every single Monday and Wednesday. And I come on here until from the hour of 5 p.m. down to the hour of 7 p.m. So hope that you guys are, always being ready to tune in, whether you're going to work, coming from work, wherever you are, wherever you may be. I'm just so glad that you guys are able to join me every single time I come on here to do the Praise the Lord show. But I want to go ahead and play this next one. This is Lion with Chris Brown, Brandon Lake, and Elevation Worship.
God of Jacob, great I am, King of angels, Son of man, voice of many waters, song of heaven's throne, louder than the thunder, make your glory known. Hail, hail, Lion of Judah, let the lion roar. Hail, hail, Lion of Judah, let the lion roar. Hail, hail, Lion of Judah, let the lion roar. Hail, hail, Lion of Judah, let the lion roar. Trial of Zion, prophets spoke, our Messiah, flesh and bone. You are worthy to open up the scroll. Like the lamb you suffered, but the lion has arose. Lion of Judah, let the lion roar. Lion of Judah, let the lion roar. Lion of Judah, let the lion roar. Lion of Judah, let the lion prepare the way of the Lord, prepare the way. Prepare the way of the Lord, prepare the way. Prepare the way of the Lord, prepare the way. Prepare the way of the Lord. Oh, be raised up on mountain, be made Lord. Oh, be raised up on mountain, be made Lord. 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 Be made oh valley, be raised up, oh mountain, be made low.
Have your way. This one right here is Have Your Way by DJ Cannon.
Have your way in me.
You asked, and now it's here. Betting on your favorite sports and virtual games just got easier with AnyBet's online betting, Jamaica's premier online betting website. Visit us at anybetja.com and sign up to enjoy our exquisite games and betting options at your fingertips. Try our new instant games and global numbers. Plus, enjoy 10% weekly cashback on pre-match and live bets. Terms and conditions apply. Must be 18 years or older to wager. AnyBet, your best bet.
My Mega Mart, best value by far.
With so much to do in one location, make Mega Mart your one-stop shop. Pick up your groceries and houseware needs, grab a bite and pay some bills, fill your prescriptions and see the beauty products in our pharmacy, all in one amazing location. My Mega Mart, the best value by far.
My Mega Mart, best value by far.
Today is the day to push past my limit. Escape my comfort zone, I won't live within it. Healthy energy for my mind and body. Be all I can be, best version of me. I won't give up, no, I'll never stop. Boost me up with something. Boost me up, boost me up.
One glass of Suppligent has 8 vitamins and minerals and is power-packed with protein to maintain healthy muscle mass. The day is yours. Suppligent boosts you up.
You're listening to KLAS FM. We now continue with a live program from our partner station, Omega Radio.
I come humble as I know how to be. It's been a long time since I've been down on my knees, and it's only you that can set me free. I'll be waiting here until you're ready. Don't care what people think, I need help. They keep putting me in a heaven or hell. Somebody gonna lift your hands and call me. It's time for us to be what God wants us to be.
our venue for your next event, such as weddings, concerts, seminars, and church spaces that can fit from 25 people to 500 people.
Don't forget Omega Building in Coral Springs have plenty of space. When you think about concert, revival, funeral, think about Omega Building to accommodate you for your next big event. You need recording studio, television studio, photo studio. For further information, 954-773-8377, and tell everybody we have tables, chairs, oh my good Lord, everything. One-stop shop. Think Omega Building for your next venue. Can't wait to get your call. 954-773-8377.
Shalom, everybody! My name is Marshall Redwood, but you can call me Marshall Reds. I'm inviting you to the party in paradise right here on Omega Radio every Saturday from 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. Jamaica time. I'll be mixing kingdom music for the young and the old from Yard and